We're going to move on to the next match here, where we have got a little bit to talk about before we get started here. We've got 5 minutes. So just as I was saying, we've got the next match ready to go here almost. Both teams just getting ready, getting in position. And let's just see who we have got up next for the Run the Streets tournament. Match 2.
What did the polls say?
Well, match 2, we've got 125 Hertz versus Nekos and Pantsus, which is Amberwind, Paper Duck, Gromsy as the team captain with End as a sub just in case. And for NIP, we've got Infi, Scanter, and Potsu as the team captain. Scanter will be the point of view for NIP, and Gromsy will be the point of view for 125 Hertz for the upcoming match in 5 minutes. Looking at the polls, again, it's a similar sort of result here, but maybe not as much of a landslide. But it is in NIP's favour once again. Shini, what do you think?
Very much in NIP's favour. I think they're very much favourites to win the entire tournament, and this first match will definitely show us who has it in them. It's very keen because it's like NIP have two very aggressive players on their team. With 125 Hertz, I'm not too sure. They're a solid team, but I think when you look at Cozy as Potsu, very cocky player, if you ask me.
That man spends 1,000 hours a week in Fight Club. But like realistically, from NIP's perspective, they've got very good solo players that do work in a team. They have played together before, but they have very good players on their own. So their own mechanical skills are very good. However,
I'm thinking for 125 Hertz, they really need to focus on the team captain, which is Potsu or Cozy. If they can take him out and harass him, I think that might be the strategy for them.
Absolutely. And I think that's the main thing they're going to have to focus on here. They're going to have to work on team fights. They're going to have to focus on strategies and team plays here, because I think if NIP decide to go for those one-on-one fights, NIP could win this. And if they decide to be very aggressive, they could overrun and cause 125 Hertz a lot of problems. We won't know until we see how these fights go, but just from knowing what the players are like beforehand, it's going to be interesting to see how they come together. Now, NIP might struggle with a bit of team cohesion, but at the same time, 125 might struggle to make anything happen.
I think it's as well important that Scanter, he seems a bit of an enigma for NIP, because when you come like Cozy and Infi are well-known players, and they are well-known for being aggressive and whatnot. Scanter is kind of an enigma, but he is from Wasp. They focus more on team play at that side, but at the same time, he is from Wasp. That can be a downside because it's Wasp. I mean, who knows?
Well, he can't use an HVR, so he can't, you know.
But the thing is, he could switch to an HVR, but he can't because that's not in the rules. I mean, it's standard Wasp practice to all switch to HVRs.
And go to Joshy's castle, but yeah.
But thankfully, there is no more of that in this tournament.
Yeah.
So what do you know more about 125 Hertz?
Well, Gromsy's a notorious stream sniper. He does go after people and
he does like you. I know that. He has a very strong affinity for you.
He does, and loses, but you know, that's not the point here. Gromsy has good mechanical skill to make it work. I haven't seen all three of them work in a team. I may have gone up against them once or twice, but I think the main thing they're going to have to focus on here, like I mentioned before, is getting those angles, getting positions, working together as much as possible to isolate and solo out and single out Cozy first, Infi and Scanter next. But possibly Scanter could bring some of that team play knowledge he's gained from Wasp, if any, to the team to make sure, you know, they work in more cohesion. We don't know how much they've played before. We don't know how much it's going to impact, but we are coming up to the starting here, as Natsu will be on point to do the all-important coin toss in just a moment to find out which team will be attacking first for match 2. And I need to go to the loo, so while that's happening, I'll switch you back over to the main view from NIP's perspective. It's a little bit dark, so just bear in mind, and we'll just wait for Natsu to give the start off here, as it looks like NIP are too busy team killing each other and might get team killing before we even start this.
Oh, let's hope not, because it would take us ages to spawn into this district.
Yeah. Right then, I will be right back. 1 moment.
I wouldn't start recording now. I would start recording the moment you get the mission. But, put it on.
Why?
Easier to like know when the mission is. I'm just gonna do an interlude for each.
Seems that we've got some issues with the feed. It looks too dark. I'll have a word with Kempington when he gets back from his wee.
Hoi hoi hoi! Oh, keep his fucking detention running.
I'm gonna disable everything actually.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I'll have group on.
You do even need your chat though.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like.
Oh, fucking chat. Disable. What?
125 hertz going for heads.
Hello. Hello.
Till the day I die.
Okay. Just need to reset the score at the top there. Apologies, that was the result from last match, but it was 4-1. As we go into the next match here, it's all to play for. Like I said, what will the teams decide to do here? Will they decide to feel out the first 2 rounds? See how each team attacks and defends, or will they try to assert dominance early and get that all-important pressure and motivation on? As it looks like NIP are really not taking this seriously at all.
I'm kind of expecting an extremely strong storm coming from NIP. There's not going to be any feely or anything like that. It's just going to be straight into the mix and aggression. And I expect this just to be a whitewash for.
No, you can't get it moved in.
I'm expecting a 4-0. I'm honestly expecting a 4-0 from NIP here. I think 125 might be out of their league here. We'll have to wait and see.
It's just a shame. It's just a shame because this is again another strong team. But as a first match, it's
one to watch, definitely. But
it's one to watch. But it's just a shame. They only have one chance, and I think it's just a shame that we don't get to see 125 hertz more in this. I honestly think this will be a win for Team Cozy.
Yeah, I think NIP will run away with this. They have been mentioned, and I have mentioned it as well from my perspective. They are favourites to win this tournament, but they might encounter a bit of resistance against Friday Fahrenheit. A team coming up soon.
Oh yeah, we won.
Change up the strand.
Looks like 125 hertz gets to pick, and they will be attacking.
Oh.
Very good. So 125 hertz opting for potentially an easier strategy here, as we have seen that attacking stages have been a lot easier for the teams here, as the attacking stages have been the ones that the attacking missions have been the ones that the teams win. But we'll have to wait and see what the situation is moving into this. And we'll have to see.
Interesting follow alert they have going.
Yeah, I was not wanting to comment on that and just miss it. I'm going to ask, I think, for the next teams to have all their stream overlays disabled, at least for these matches, so just so we don't have them. But for now, we'll just let it slide. We are learning as we go along during this tournament, so there will be a few technical difficulties here and there. So apologies to the ladies and gentlemen at home watching it through CET.
I used my nitrous.
Let's not take that much time to get a mission or whatever, like.
125 opting not to waste time. They're just going to go for whatever attack mission they get by the sounds of it.
I'm just waiting for Shini to freak out when I get a triple.
Apparently you're going to freak out when someone from 125 gets a triple.
Sure.
Okay, yeah.
They're going for
shall
point
see.
hold. You're fired. 5-stage mission with arson. 3 or 4 arson stages followed by a point hold.
We're going.
And here we go. Round 1 of match 2 of 125 hertz versus NIP.
I think I got a
Curious loadout of cars I'm seeing. I'm seeing 2 Koi Wolves.
Well, the Koi Wolves are being favoured more because they're very mobile. They've got quick acceleration off the bat. They're much better all-rounders now that some of the bigger ones have. Now some of the bigger cars have had their health reduced, and there's Pantsus getting the first kill of the match. So Pantsus gets the kill on Amberwind, and it looks like Paper Duck gets a kill on Infi. So they are trading.
In the air, put your pantsuit in the air.
Use yellow
Put your pantsuit in the air.
Scanter pushing in from the east side, trying to get an object, trying to get a sight on their point. Paper Duck taking shots.
Both teams playing quite slowly here. Bit of a
Gromzy
team,
reinforcing Paper Duck,
bit
but
of a team nade here. Potsu's now making a move. We'll see if his
Put your pantsuit in the air.
Potsu gets a kill on Paper Duck, uses Epinephrine to get out of there. Amberwind takes a pick on Scanter, but Potsu is picked off by Amberwind. A good scout maneuver there. One
trying
more.
to see what Gromzy's doing, but some man's hairy face is in the way.
Yeah.
Was that a...
No, that was my name.
So there's only one person left from NIP in. Infi's getting a few hits. That is a very good kill there by Infi, holding it down. Another nade in just to hold the point. But Amberwind and Paper Duck are still in. They are close. Paper Duck closing in. We're going to move over to NIP side to see what they're doing.
NIP getting a very nice spawn on the south side.
Infi getting a 3-man. Oh, Shini, lose your shit.
I have a correspondent, but I don't know if it could when I was...
What wasn't you supposed to say that on 25 was going to be getting the 3?
I don't know, man. Infi just wiped the team.
Not southeast. No.
And how about that? All that confidence at the start just before the match. And they just got wiped by one man and an Oscar. Taking up defensive positions now, we can see Infi and Scanter both inside, holding close, but Potsu opting for across the road from the gas station by the looks of it.
Two are pushing from the east.
Good call-outs here, though.
Trying to get around and trying to get an angle.
Gromzy south left side.
It looks like Scanter will be taken on by Gromzy any second now, but no, Potsu has range.
One is under me,
Interesting choice.
I'm 85.
He's going around.
Infi's being
covering
picked
the
off by
south side.
Amberwind. There's some good team play there by 125, opting to saturate the area
On the
with
fence
nades.
now, jumping over, and
They
now-
are now pushing with nades. Scanter has been eliminated. Potsu is the last man. Scanter did take out Amberwind, however, so their attack has been dulled a little bit. Potsu not opting to push this, and they are opting just to go to the next stage here. 2 more arson spots in the car park. This is going to be a tricky one for 125 Hz to push here.
Scanter possibly going to get 2. Oh, no, they've got a car. Scanter's eyeballing 2 enemies coming up.
Potsu moving into position. Scanter already in. Infi already in a car. Oh, good 2-man by Scanter there, taking out the car and Gromzy and Paper Duck.
Once again, I think players are not used to how low
Amberwind got a
HP
sneaky.
these cars are.
Amberwind getting a sneaky pick there on Scanter, holding the inside staircase.
He's running back inside.
There's a griefer.
But there's very, very good communication there by
His team might be northeast. Or
very good communication there by
Infi and me.
NIP.
And me.
125 moving in from the northwest.
Try. There's a griefer here, by the way.
Yeah, we know.
Looks like we have potential external
shouldn't be going around
griefers
here,
in this
probably,
tournament. I wonder if we can get some referees on board to
Might need
manage
to
the
get
situation.
Someone will need to look into that now. Otherwise, we might have to reset this bracket. If this becomes a problem, they might have to reset this match entirely and postpone it for another date. All quiet though.
Side west. There's no way.
At
they're-
It seems to be a
120
very low energy sort of match, this one. An explosive first match, but this one seems to be, like you're
125
saying,
opting to sneak in, and it looks like Gromzy and Paper Duck have just snuck in and taken the top floor.
I'll go
NIP have no idea that they're up there. They've all snuck in, they haven't driven in. NIP have no clue that 125 have just snuck into the building.
Scanter
Amberwind getting a pick on
potentially in a
Infi.
very-
I think probably middle.
Scanter potentially in the worrying spot right now, with Gromzy just above him.
Potsu getting the kill on Amberwind there, with both Scanter and Potsu holding an angle here. Gromzy pushing down on the stairs. Scanter being taken out by Gromzy. Gromzy now holding the bottom of the stairs here as he makes his way towards the next objective. He's right on it. Potsu's the last one in.
Cut him off.
If he's close to you, you can hold him.
Good nades going in from Gromzy. Would it be
Two
enough?
point Infi.
They're on the point. But
Can't see, this is a face in the way, and Gromzy
Infi getting a nice 2-man nade there.
Yeah,
Nice and flashy as usual, but
30.
their synergy's not all there. Scanter getting a GG spawn kill on Amberwind. That's another team wipe on 125 Hz, but they have been pushing very well here. They've been getting the objectives, they've been soloing out the players from NIP, and that's something they're going to have to be worried about in the later stages here. If they keep getting picked off one by one, they're going to lose these
Yeah,
missions.
one paper duck with me.
There's not much time left. It's only 2 minutes left on the clock.
Might have went inside though.
It's good for 2 to 3 pushes here, but 125 will have to make an aggressive push now and not pussyfoot about.
Outside.
Paper duck is,
Gromsy going for a flank on his own here,
He's just getting our attention, man. Yeah.
but it looks like NIP have picked up on the flanking. Looks like they're going for car gameplay here.
I can help you here. I can help you here. He goes out.
That was a good nade onto Gromsy. Gromsy has been taken out by Pantsus. Pantsus picking up a 2-man there. Infi picking up the last one. This is what we see from NIP. They're getting set up. They're getting prepared. They're getting onto the enemies quickly and finishing them off before they can make a move.
Switching to frags while they're
I think we're going to need a change in plan from 125. They need to be more aggressive. They need to be more angry. They can't just let themselves get walked over by Cozy and
the one on
Co.
the west side
Yeah,
right
they
now.
need to be on the aggressive here. They can't try.
See them gas stations?
No, I don't- I
They
see,
need to
one
try
mark in the mall,
small
the
movements.
little
They need to
side
try
corner.
more aggressive movements
Yeah, I
here
see
rather
him, I
than
see him.
small
Two
pushes.
there, Gromsy
Because
and
that's exactly what
Gromsy
NIP
right
want.
now.
They want them to be slow because then they can utilize their momentum and aggressiveness to their advantage. Infi picking up Paper Duck again. Here comes Scanter. He's spotted Gromsy on one of the
He's
uprights
further north.
for the car park. Potsu's got an angle on him to spot him as well. Again, the positioning and coordination of MIP is what we've come to expect, of what we expected. And look at that, another 2-on-1 situation by NIP. They don't even need to do that. They're just absolutely putting the hurt on 125 right now. And 125 need an answer here. They've only got 25 seconds. Moving back over to
Oh,
120
Gromsy almost eating a nade in his face there. Very good nade. Who was that?
not sure, but he's managed to sneak in, but he's just been completely obliterated by Scanter and Potsu, who are just waiting on the corner. He missed them entirely.
It's that Wasp Enigma. Might be the one.
I think Scanter has brought the teamwork in, and Potsu is just picking off people, and that's it. Round 1 is already over.
It's definitely brought that
It's
Wasp magic
already
in.
over, and NIP pick up the first defense. Now, we don't know how they are on attack. We'll have to wait and see, but it's already 1-0. Compared to the last match that we saw, that was a much quicker result. NIP capitalised on the objective location, managed to lock it down quickly, had really good communication skills, and were able to set up positions and angles where they could see the spawns, they could spot people coming in, the manoeuvres, the flanks, the sneaky ways in. They were ready and they were able.
I think the key thing here is that NIP were just more confident. They knew what to do. 125, they just didn't seem to have it. It's not like the Abstract and God Complex matches where they were hesitating. I think it was a combination of hesitating and they just didn't even try. I think they need to step out. They need to step up
Oh, dude.
and not let
Oh,
themselves
Infi
get
with the
beaten. The mind games.
The mind games, man. I don't want to see this BM too much because they have to be respectful, you know.
Kind of like what you do, isn't it?
Yeah, but I'm not in a tournament setting, Shini. Just
setting,
body
but-
pop them off, you know. Yeah, they all grab the shoulders, point sideways, and then pop them off. Bit of BM there from Infi, but hopefully it's all in good fun. Hopefully it won't be taken too seriously.
We all know with ATB,
Brick
everything
slash
will be
weight.
taken seriously.
Brick/weight. You know it. You know it.
10-year-long feud incoming.
Yeah. Well, anytime Scanter, Cozy, or Infi decide to stream in the near future, they're gonna get stream sniped now.
We're in defense now, right?
Well, and depending on the result of this tournament, maybe, maybe not.
Right then.
Important to note that the entire team in NIP, they all fragged out, all balanced score.
They're all equally skilled players. I was expecting Potsu to run away with it, but no. Infi was doing a lot of work with the Oscar. Scanter was supporting and getting really good flanks and kills on them. And then, you know...
Well, we're in the next
already
match
said-
now.
Yeah, I completely lost that sentence. It got away from me. And here we go. We're on the attack here with 125 hertz on defend.
Free highway.
Scanter, well, they've opted for political favour. A 6-stage mission with an item hold at the end. It's a long item hold.
Oh, potential long-range spot. Gonna be expecting some lots of switches going on.
Scanter looking to get a foothold on the overpass because that's what the defenders are doing. That's what 125 Hertz want to get. They want to hold this near the porta cabins.
He
Amberwind's
looks to
setting up
hold
a
it, but I
position.
don't think he can.
Well,
He's only him on his own.
Yeah,
there.
Well, he's running distraction. He's making them turn their attention away from the objective and away from supporting their teammate who's holding short. Looks like NIP are going for some weapon switches here. Scanter opting to try and get a pick on Amberwind here just to pick him off.
They're all south, right?
No, one is a toss.
That's a very
Taking a
good
nade
nade by
to the face.
Amberwind. Yeah, and that's Scanter's flank gone.
You need to do it before we run
Yeah,
out of
yeah,
time.
yeah.
I think it's clear from 125 Hertz point of view, they need to take this highway. That it's the only way they can win it. So I think they should really stack everyone up there to back everyone up. I think Paper
Oh,
Duck's
hang on a
too-
minute. Infy's
Yep,
just picked
Paper
off
Duck is
Paper
out.
Duck.
I'll tag him for you.
Infy has just taken out Paper Duck on the point. It is only Amberwind and Gromsy floating around on the overpass. I don't know if they're in range to defend this, but they aren't. NIP aren't attacking yet. They might be held down.
Find the box.
They might be locked down. It looks like they're leaving it up to Scanter to make some moves here. Infy has pushed across, I think, slightly, but maybe not enough. All 3 members of 125 Hertz are all on the roof. Are all on the
Worrying
overpass.
situation
here.
for Scanter to be in right now.
Absolutely.
He needs help, and they need it fast.
Try. I don't have equipment though. If you do have,
Yeah, I do have.
Interesting
Interesting
decision.
pick.
Yeah, very interesting decision here.
we definitely need to push.
I
that
wonder
now.
if 125 Hertz will be expecting the two hit
Maybe you should.
kill.
I don't know. Will he be able to capitalise here? That's the question.
To be honest.
Amberwind is 85. Paper Duck is...
Wait, I'm gonna climb up.
Hit hard?
east, I'm gonna climb up east. East, no
It's like
Gromsy's pushing
Gromsy's
in.
setting out to take out Scanter.
Ramsey's on.
Well, it's a very good anti-vehicle and anti-player weapon beyond 90 meters. You get any closer, you're in trouble.
Too far away, actually. Too far away.
Oh,
I think Scanter's not in a good situation here.
Oh, that was smart.
I can't help you there.
It's fine, it's fine. Comes out.
We need to push that. It's like
Oh.
secret.
I got Gromsy, I got Gromsy.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
spawning on point close.
That's exactly what NIP wanted, though.
It's unfortunate from Gromsy. He dropped the
Oh, a
bucket
bit
there.
of spaghetti there from
First in Africa.
Scanter, trying to pick up the kill on Amberwind using the scout from the porta cabins.
We have a lot of time.
Oh, that's such a shame. It's such a great kill on Gromsy, but in the end, he's lost the highway. He has to come all the way back. And by the time he gets back up there, Gromsy might just find his way back up. And it'll all have to restart. Oh, but it looks like they got the objective.
I didn't see what happened there, I'm afraid.
Take your card.
Yes. It's,
Yeah,
well,
they did.
Gromsy and Co are now on the objective, and they are defending the next point,
Highway,
but
so I think 2.
there seems to be some fighting still going on up there.
Let's see what we're seeing from 125 Hertz perspective here. Where are they? So Gromsy's made his way to the next objective, getting his car spawner into a good location here. Getting ready for the close quarter fight. He has the OCA out. Pantsus made a push with the ambulance. He might be in trouble here. That conk is going to do some damage. Ooh, that conk overextended. Infy's in as well. Gromsy wasn't able to capitalise. This is where NIP's aggression comes into play. Very good nade there by Gromsy, taking out Infy there.
Gromsy doing well to not overextend himself to
Potsu is on his
keep the
own here.
advantage he's got.
And interestingly enough, 125 Hertz going for an interesting strategy here, leaving Paper Duck on the overpass to try and catch people coming in, most likely. Amberwind has finally moved in to support. Scanter has taken out Paper Duck from the overpass here, but Amberwind has retaliated. Potsu has just binned Gromsy with an FA9 from the inside. Gromsy was not happy with that. They have pushed in. Potsu has also taken out Amberwind. He's now on the point.
Oh, that's a possibly tilting moment. Double
That
kill with the
is
NFA.
Cozy's abilities and skills coming through. They take the objective. It's stage 3.
He's just too cocky, isn't he? He's just too cocky for them.
He's
it's
He's very,
unfortunate.
very confident.
What an unfortunate first match.
It is a very, very, very confident player here going up against people he knows he can beat. And he's got the mechanical abilities and skills to do it. So when the time comes, he can push through.
Amberwind trying to challenge Scanter here.
Mm.
Well, no. Looks like he didn't even know Scanter was on the point.
Wow.
Amberwind is out, and C is just being done as we speak. Oh, no.
But
He's being
moving
kept
back.
off the point with a scout.
I died. Fuck.
Paper Duck harassing.
He's at 40, 40. Or at least can you push?
Looks like Scanter's going for objective C here. Managed to hold off Gromzy as Gromzy was pushing in. Infi picking up the kill on Paper Duck there after Scanter 4-shot him. Some really good shots there by NIP.
100% hit rate on that.
Yeah. Very, very well done by NIP here. They're running away with this. 125 need an answer. They need to find a way to quell that aggression that NIP are showing. They're
Kinda
bringing their
thinking
A
that
game.
This is the moment. This is the moment when Scanter will start making a name for himself. I haven't heard a lot about him. Like, I know him, but he's obviously overshadowed by Cozy and Infi. But now Scanter is up on board, getting really important kills and making the shots count.
Oh, a bit of streets gaming there.
This will be a formidable.
You can
This will be
see
a formidable team throughout this entire tournament.
you can see a bit of Wasp strategy coming into there, getting the car close enough to animation skip, opening the car door, as we know from the past. That's streets gaming.
Yes, Scanter probably has talked to Streets Gaming at one point or another.
Giving him the tips on how to get into cars quickly.
Sorry, I don't want to take that chance. I'm gonna go the other way.
They're going to be slow about this. They're opting to take a slightly more extended route here, but this might have not been to their favour. 125 have taken the bait though. Two of their team members opting to try and take out the car, and they've now been stopped. Paper Duck taking out Pantsus. So there's one last person on the objective probably for 125, but Scanter's running away from this. He can probably get the drop here if he's careful, but there might be one on the point. He needs to be careful here. No, 125's nowhere near. They all took the bait. They all took the bait on the stall in the gas station, and they just weren't capitalizing. It's up to the item stage now.
Am I allowed to move it out?
Item hold now. Scanter's already got it. They're already in position, but 125 are closing in all as a team. There's a good 2v1 there on Scanter. Amberwind picking up the kill. Gromzy moving the item now into... Sorry, Paper Duck moving the item inside the hallway. They're moving the item as we speak, but Pantsus has picked up the kill on Gromzy here. Pantsus making a move around. He has spotted the last two players from 125 holding out for dear life in the middle of the street there. Amberwind taking out Pantsus. Very good play there. Scanter has come back in, but he's going to try and get an angle here from above to try and...
Good place from 125 hertz, I must say. It's too close to see. It's too close to see. This might be the round where actually 125 hertz turn it around and actually get a win. Like, they've been playing catch up this entire mission, but as soon as it comes to the iron hold, it seems they know what they're doing. But it looks like Scanter's being snuck up behind. Gromzy preparing for the kill. Oh, he's whiffing. Oh, he almost let it down.
Paper Duck was taken out. One of the ranged players from 125 was taken out, so that was more of a trade. But NIP are struggling to make anything work here. Infi's just floating around to the north of the objective, probably trying to get a pick here. Pantsus moving in with the car spawner. Scanter's getting his car as well by the looks of it. Pantsus just floating around. Scanter going for a change of weapons here, going back to the N-Tech. We're not sure. This might be a better option for him.
There's no one here.
Moving back over to 125 hertz perspective here. Gromzy's holding short inside the hallway here. Ready to nade Scanter's car as he goes past. Is it a good nade? No, it just misses, unfortunately. Pantsus has closed the
trying
distance.
to call out.
Pantsus trying to bait Gromzy out of position, and he's done it. Scanter has been tagged by Amberwind, but Infi has now finally snuck in. He was floating around in the north, and he's managed to capitalize. He's grabbed the item. He's moving out to the south. Paper Duck is right on his tail, though. He has to be careful here. Paper Duck has team killed Amberwind accidentally, but does manage to pick up a kill on Pantsus.
Would this represent a problem for them? But for this team kill, do you think they're angry at each other?
I highly doubt it. It was a little mistake. I don't think they're going to care that much.
Yeah, this is the higher level. They're not going to get tilted at that, I think.
Infi, once again, getting a pick on Paper Duck. He floated in, he grabbed the item, he got back out, repositioned, and they completely forgot about him. It looks like Infi and Scanter are right next to the point now, but Gromzy is making his way in with the OCA. We know how deadly he is with that on occasion. Infi's been picked off in a 2v1 scenario. Scanter's trying to make something work here with against Gromzy, but Amberwind has taken a hit onto him, and Gromzy finishes off.
I think Gromzy played very well there.
Gromzy did a very good job there.
And he helped his teammates a lot. He did not try. He knows not to take the fights too head on, but he waited for them to make the move, and he took advantage of it, and it worked out.
That was a very good play there. Gromzy has spotted the spawn of Pantsus and Infi, but no information on Scanty yet.
Things are
NIP
looking increasingly desperate for Team NIP.
It's looking very interesting. This is a complete reverse of what we saw the first match, players winning their defense missions. And all that aggression that we saw at the start of the round from NIP has just seemed to dissipate in this last stage. They're really having difficulty making anything work here.
Scanter making
Potsu's in
plays,
trouble.
grabbing the item.
Potsu's been 2-on-1. Scanter, wow, Potsu ran a distraction to distract 2 125 Hz players. Gromzy's going in to try and get a pick on Scanter. Gromzy unfortunately gets 2-on-1 by Imphy and Scanter there as he overextends a little bit. Amberwin still holding long with the scout to try and get a pick on Scanter probably, as he is hurt from that encounter. But
can we just talk about how well like Imphy is playing ever since he switched to the Oscar? Like,
oh yeah,
it's definitely like night and day improvement. It's fantastic pick.
A fantastic choice there by Imphy. I think the biggest change here more than anything else is NIP have strategies. They're running distraction tactics. They're getting 125 to guess where they are, to think what they're doing. And as a result, all that stalling that they're getting 125 Hz to do is inevitably getting NIP to get one person floating away near the point, but not that close. And as a result,
he's slowly making his way up and taking a teammate. Unfortunate that the doors close in his face.
NIP moving the item into a more favourable position, probably towards where their spawns are, making 125 think for it. Imphy getting caught out there by Gromzy. Gromzy just able to pick up the kill there. They are moving it out, I think. I think NIP are moving the item out to one of the hallways over here, but Amberwind picks up the kill on Potsu. But where's Scanter? Scanter picks up Amberwind. Scanter has been tagged, unfortunately. He can't recap the point. Gromzy is now running away with it.
Has grabbed the point, and advantage is slowly being lost again.
They did make up a lot of ground there, but they've got it all to go again.
Scanter needs to hang on. He needs to not die here.
Imphy's been spotted.
Scanter's making a play for the item.
Imphy has flown in. He's grabbed the item. He's swooping back out again. Looks like Potsu and Imphy have teamed up together on the hallway. They've managed to reposition 125 Hz well to be away from the point. They're moving it away. Amberwind's taken up a position in the park to get some flanks on. NIP, and it looks to be working. They're losing players here, but again, 125 is looking a little bit disconnected now. They're looking a bit disjointed. They need to reorganize. NIP running around with the item. Looks like Paper Duck's got a spawn with Gromzy here. They're going to try and force a 2v2 fight here. Looks like Potsu's in trouble. Potsu picks up the kill. I don't know.
Good hits from Gromzy.
Paper Duck finishing off Potsu, managing to kill Imphy as well. Well played by Paper Duck there, picking up both kills there. That was important.
That might be the match-winning play right there.
Possibly.
Scanter's being held off.
They've got 40 seconds. They can make this work if NIP make a push here. We're going to move over to NIP's side for the last 40 seconds here.
Yeah, we need a rush.
Gromzy running in with his 4x4 to reinforce Paper Duck.
Looks
checking
like
out the west
NIP are trying something here. Scanter's flank is being quelled here.
Cozy and Imphy coming in from the west side. Paper Duck holding them out with the scout. Imphy making a play with the Pioneer.
I'm fighting.
You have to. I'm spawning in Cozy.
This might be too little too late for NIP. This might be it. And it is.
We just died at
That is an interesting first match. I did not see that coming.
I didn't see that coming either.
It was incredible, like how NIP had 125 Hz at the mercy. It was just a steamroll throughout the entire mission. But then when it came to the item hold, I think
they fell apart.
125 knew exactly what to do. They fell apart and they knew exactly what to do.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
That is very surprising.
I'm going over there for now. I need more range.
I'm very surprised by that. NIP will have to rethink the strategy here. They managed to have all that momentum in their favour through the attack. You know,
it's important to know what does Scanter bring to the table with his Wasp. He probably has like somewhere in his manual about Wasp tactics about what to do in this situation.
Go to Joshi's castle.
Yes, they should have taken the item and run to Joshi's castle, but no, we can't do that because the rules have been changed for item holds. You can't run away and take the item to a defensible spot.
Well, it's a good showing from 125. I don't think anyone was expecting it. It's 1-1, both teams winning a defense stage. Maybe a little slip up for MIP, or is this something bigger? Are 125 starting to get momentum here? Are they going to start turning this around and actually give NIP something to think about?
While we wait for the next match, I'll be right back in a sec. I need to take a toilet break.
No problem at all. Considering how well NIP defended on the first match and didn't even let it go to the last stage, and then they managed to get it to last stage and then fumble at the end, it is looking increasingly in NIP's favour to win this, but 125 are fighting back. They're not letting them take this without a fight.
I think Oscar is better.
I think Oscar's way better.
It's
The way
close.
people
It is
are
very
placed.
close.
Yeah, I guess right there, you
No,
probably
no,
should have
no.
literally just went close range and just hit F on them. And it doesn't matter if you die, really, because just making so much room for me to fucking do shit. Are they saying anything?
Nah.
It's a very interesting match, this. I think we're just waiting for 125 to pick an attack mission and then we'll be off. So we'll just move it over to 125's perspective here.
Oh my god.
I think they're pretty happy with their last win. I think they can take that in their stride and go, well done, well played to them.
Looks like we got Scanter up on the Obeah now. Is this a change from the previous match?
He was, what was he? He was OCA and he was the DMR. So this is, I think, a new pick for him. We'll have to see what mission 125 opt for here.
Who'd I reckon are the space makers for the team? I'm kind of thinking, honestly, Gromsy played very well.
Yeah.
He made... I think he was the main space maker for team 125. Now, when it comes to NIP, to be honest, their performance on the last stage, I am not sure who would be their space maker.
I honestly
But
feel...
Scanter did play very reliably well.
I think
he might be the
Scanter
one.
is the one, yeah, honestly.
Yes.
Nah.
Not opting to go for blind justice here. They're going to pick another attack mission.
Next one.
Let's ban these missions and let's take the sprain then. Cream de la crime.
Put your pantsuit in the air. Put your pantsuit in the air. Put your pantsuit in the air.
Can you imagine if one of the teams opted to get creme de la crime?
That's the thing. I like that match. I think that would be a very fun match to watch. But the problem is, it's a very intensive match, and it's...
Absolutely.
I mean, how long does the last stage last? 15 minutes, and you got 5 items,
It's
mediums.
going to be a long match if they want to play that.
Most people don't like that match because most cases they're just playing as on their own solo. But when you come against 2 teams on that,
What are you even saying?
it can be very, very fun.
Oh yeah, we're sitting here now waiting for the mission against
No,
the...
analyzing the last match.
Oh yeah, dude. They're like putting up highlights and shit from the other match. A commercial break maybe.
Maybe. Sponsors, dude.
Why are we not getting missions?
Curiously, we're not seeing an emote from Impy this time round.
That
Dude.
would be for the win.
Very
Maybe
surprising.
We can get an unban in Kempington chat if we
Looks
win.
like the match is back
yeah.
on.
You hear
Seriousness
that,
is taken
Kempington?
over.
On ban in your chat.
Is it?
Let's do this one.
No.
Come on.
No. Dude.
But
Everyone's gonna hate us. No, we already abandoned.
fuck it.
Wait, are you?
We already abandoned, bro.
Like, what do you mean? Dude, I'm going. loading up fucking coax, going for a training routine real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Dream Grunt, you only have 40% accuracy in coax.
Can I even get on the closest friends list if I
Some
have
words of
40%
wisdom
accuracy?
coming in from Team NIP. They need to be more decisive, which has definitely been the theme for this entire tournament. Everyone needs to be more assertive and not second guess themselves. Hopefully NIP can take that suggestion on board.
Just take this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, just do this.
This is actually the same mission. The second one we have done.
Hey, fuck it.
Double B sucks.
Looks like
This is
we're
the one
off.
you want, dude. We have to abandon
Blind
the first one, this
Justice,
is the one
attack
we
mission
want.
for Team 125.
Dude, it's fucking camera. This is easy.
And here we go. Round 3. Attacking team is 125. They're going for Blind Justice. We saw this in the previous matchup between God Complex and Abstract. A very easy mission to attack. Two stages.
We're back at the Merchant Park or the Plaza area. Very, very fun area to play against.
Good kill there by Infi. Good use of grenades. He's being 2v1'd here. He needs to be careful. But where are the rest of NIP? They've just not turned up yet. Scanter going for a long flank here. Looks like he's opting to defend D with a CR762 of all things.
Safety on paper dog inside northeast.
CR762 seems to have some CQC ability.
Is that
Not the optimal choice, but maybe he can make it work.
Definitely not.
Infi getting a pick there on Amberwind as well, so while they have got plenty of time to do both of these points, 125 really need to be quick here.
Go on that point, stay in it, it's good, it's good.
Sounds like there's a bit of confusion in NIP's ranks here. They are sounding indecisive again.
following you.
An unfortunate moment to pop your epinephrine from Cozy.
Oh dear.
Trying to me.
If you're trying to make it away in his house.
You can run there and help Infi.
It's a 3v2 scenario here. It looks like
He is still surviving.
Try and waste their time. If you can.
Infi!
Infi getting a kill on Gromsy there. Well done. Paper Duck picking up the kill here. Scanter still inside holding the points. Infi doing well to stall 125 from making the move. Paper Duck and Amberwind on the move here to get some flanking maneuvers here to try and spot Scanter, but Scanter's holding firm. He's not revealing his position. Paper Duck in trouble here. Scanter picks up the kill. Pantsus picks up Amberwind. There goes the push from 125.
Mind games coming in from Infi, whispering Gromsy after that Oscar kill. Mind games until in potential.
Looks like 125 are looking to push objective D. NIP, I think, yielding this, not opting to defend this objective. This might be a bad play here.
Stop them is good, bro.
No, they've reconsidered. They are going to push this. Gromsy is down, but Amberwind has got a peek on Scanter there.
Yeah, I think he's going your side, Infi.
Pantsus pushing in, picking off Amberwind. Last man from 125. None other than Paper Duck, but he's getting pushed here. He's getting pushed from both sides. Paper Duck picks up the kill on Infi, but Scanter gets a nice cool 5-man, 5-shot min TTK there. Beautiful few shots there from Scanter.
Second time I've seen that.
Yeah, he's very good with the 45. When he needs it to work, he does. Now, are they going to block the car spawner, or are they going to leave it open? Because they could manipulate the spawns here and force 125 to spawn close. Nope, they're opting to blow up the car.
2 minutes left on the clock.
Infi staying in range of both points here, able to support his teammates, but also keep an eye on C. Only, yeah, like you said, only 2 minutes left on the clock. 125 are going to need an answer here. Gromsy's trying to sneak up, and Paper Duck both coming up the stairs. Amberwind making a push for C.
Scanter falling back, he has no nades.
But he's got no option there. They've taken C. There's only 1 point left. Objective C was done a lot more than we thought. Gromsy taking out Paper Duck, responding there, taking out Scanter.
Scanter getting solid hits on Paper Duck, but unfortunately falling.
Is it enough, or will Pantsus and Infi be able to capitalise here? Pantsus picked off Paper Duck. Infi is claiming that Amberwind is 85. Infi has taken out the last member of 125. There's only just over a minute left on the clock. This might be a repeat performance of what happened in the first match where they got stuck on stage 2. When NIP get grounded and rooted in on a defense point, they're very difficult to push off. 125 are going to have quite an uphill struggle here to make something happen.
NIP know where everyone is.
Mm-hmm.
They're expecting this match. That no one is hidden. I think this might be an easy win for NIP.
Possibly. We'll have to wait and see what they decide here.
one's gonna flank
They're going to
it.
push short by the
Yeah,
looks
for
of
sure,
it,
for sure,
but
for
there
sure.
might be a flanking opportunity here
Could be
for
up east,
125 to
forward.
capitalise.
There's one inside
And
us.
here we go. This is
On me,
Paper
on me,
Duck
on me.
making a flank on the east side here, trying to pick off Scanter. Scanter's getting pushed by two people. Gromzy's taken out Pantsus.
Team nade from Paper Duck.
They got the point.
And they've snuck the point. 125 have pushed through and managed to sneak the point. They ran enough of a distraction and enough brute force.
It
And
looks like
Paper Duck's
NIP
down.
are not being more assertive.
No, it
They're
was
not
fine
listening to
there.
their own advice. Hope they
I thought you could see
step
them
up
if
for
they,
this,
give me
you know,
information if they pushed in or
the
whatnot.
final stage
I
here.
couldn't break-
Final stage before the final stage.
They just ran into me, didn't I didn't know they...
Well, this is a problem. It's
Yeah.
4 minutes 30 on the clock to hold
could do that.
2 cameras that can be naded, shot from various different angles. This is going to be tough for NIP to hold this. And if it goes to
Yes,
last stage again, we've seen what their performance is like. 125 could run away with this.
Shoot his car.
Yeah, I know.
We might get
The
calm.
potential for an upset is high around here. I am just hoping that 125 don't destroy the cameras too early.
I'm nade him.
Oh, we're making a switch.
They need to secure the area before they destroy those cameras because the objective will spawn nearby, and whoever's remaining,
Is car
they
rushing?
will have the points.
Paper Duck getting a kill there on Scanter. Infi trying to return the favour, but Paper Duck gets into his mobile home.
I can spawn you right now, actually.
I mean, to be honest, we might as well just let them get these.
NIP considering letting them get this objective.
Let's try though, let's try. Tournament, you know? Yeah.
We go inside, actually. Maybe you could.
Inside,
Objective
yeah,
F is in a tricky spot for at 125 to attack here.
I'll go east
Grom's
side.
running in. Gromzer.
They might be able to defend this.
2v1 situation on Infi. What's going to happen? Is anyone going to get out of their car? Probably
Yeah,
not.
They're going to exchange phone numbers.
Where'd he go? Alright.
Gromzy pushing in for the objective here, coming in from the west. Paper Duck making a move to the north.
Inside west now.
Infi
driving in.
is still trying to keep Paper Duck at bay. Gromzy's making a move on Scanter.
Both are 85. Who would make the push?
Oh, that was a
I
good
think
nade in
both
from
are
Pantsus,
afraid.
but very well done. They've got the point. Amberwind snuck in and took it. It's final stage
I
time.
need help with the double
Now,
point.
will NIP be able to correct the wrongs of the previous mission and make something happen here?
Upset potential is very high. Objectives H and I are very
Yeah,
close to
go
each
ahead.
other.
Right.
But Amber wins on the springboard point. A very important objective to hold, mind you. You should hold,
There's two
even
driving on me, bro.
even if that point is far away. You
How
should
much do you
always
guys
try and hold it.
I'm just
It
letting
will
them
keep
get
you in the
CJ
match.
survived,
Absolutely.
I can't, dude.
There'll be a lot of important decisions to be made in this last stage. Do they choose to hold H and I, or do they choose to possibly extend and get G just to get points on the scoreboard, even at a negative?
They got G.
Cozy getting good damage on Gromzy, but
Yes.
just about
Letting
making
him
it
avoid.
out.
Gromzy's inside the doorway, bro.
Paper Duck holding off 2 players from NIP here very successfully.
Scanter, well played from
Oh,
Scanter.
well done, Scanter.
You
Paper Duck and
definitely expected the
Amberwind.
Gromzy push.
Amberwind coming in to support both Paper Duck, holding off Infi and Pantsus. Scanter still in a good position to strike here,
No.
but Amberwind has taken out Scanter.
16.
He's inside.
Yeah,
Unfortunate, giving Scanter's hit rate of his 45 has been extremely good.
Bro.
It's just a shame at that moment he came against the Oscar. Maybe that threw him off, but
Infi picked off Paper Duck and Amberwind. They're getting the points now, but man, those 3 points. 125 has got a pretty commanding lead here.
Scanter switching to Joker Carbine from the Obeya.
That's probably the best decision he's made this match. He needs more close quarters capability here. He can't just rely on his 45 to win every fight. Scanter opting to try and delay Amberwind and Gromzy, is that? Or is that Amberwind and Paper Duck?
Scanter making a play for G, but he's probably going to be able to take out one.
No, there was one on G.
This is a good distraction tactic. But
Indeed, he's going to take G, and he's already pulled 2 members off.
Go out here and go.
Pantsus and Infi aren't making any moves on G and I. Meanwhile,
How many on you?
Scanter is holding off 2, but they are starting to make a move towards the 2 points now.
He's behind
Paper
the-
Duck has moved over to G and I, H and I, sorry, and left Amberwind to take on Pantsus. To take on Scanter. That's a very good play there by Amberwind.
They're just playing spread out.
I fear that if Scanter was a little bit more assertive on that point, he could have capped that objective.
Yeah, I died.
Yeah.
It's just camping.
Yeah, he just left it for too long. They're hesitating. I think they just need to. They need to change up. Definitely, they need to be more. They need to be more confident.
Mind you,
125 getting a commanding lead here.
Scanter getting a GG spawn on Gromsy.
Yep.
Amberwind also getting a GG spawn on Scanter.
Jeez, it's not what you want to see, is it?
Jumping out of a taxi.
Pantsus, last man in, managing to pick up the kill on Amberwind. There's nobody left from 125 side to defend H and I. NIP need to start making moves here. This is bad. They're really.
NIP need to be they need to just take G. Like maybe send 2 guys over and take G. They can't let this lead go on for too long. If they take G, maybe they will. Maybe the other members will start, get distracted, and they would expect members to come from there. But they just need to get points where they can.
Pantsus taking out Gromsy. It's a 2v2 scenario now. It's a 2v1 scenario. It looks like NIP is starting to come alive, but is it too little too late? They need to get all 3 points now. They're that far behind. And Pantsus has got the team wipe.
Push the street.
Oh
Push the street.
my god. Fuck's sake, there's a random guy here.
Push the street and check response, dude.
Do you want me to stay G?
Oh, just stay there.
We thought it was over. NIP are clawing it back slowly but surely. They've got the entire domination on right now.
If they manage to hold all three objectives for long enough, they can claw this back. There's plenty of time on the clock for either team to take this.
I'm just worried that
I'm camping.
NIP are stretched too thin. Scanter is guarding G all on his own, but what if
Just wait for Grumps to
125 don't even go for G? What if it's a constant 2v3?
Infi's just picked off Gromsy's flanking maneuver there. I believe NIP are confident that Pantsus and Infi can hold them off, and Scanter just keeps an eye on G to make sure they keep it.
Oh.
Paper Duck ran over Amberwind, Paper Duck offed himself, and then Infi took out Gromsy. So that's another team wipe of 125.
Holy shit, they got a lot of points. Okay, guys.
Unfortunate suicide there.
And as 125 have finally started to notice all 3 points being held for this long, they're starting to realize they need to do something here, and they're starting to make a move on G.
Pantsus running around here?
Yeah, I think G is once again the key point here. I
Exactly.
think it's the point that's in everyone's head. I think they should not even bother defending it, in my opinion.
No.
They should just consolidate their forces on H and I, but just have the point like they have to make sure that they just distract enough of the enemy, but they shouldn't bother defending it. It's too much of a liability.
Amberwind's taken out Pantsus. Amberwind took out Infi, but Pantsus took out Paper Duck. But they are going to start taking H and I now. Scanter is being held at bay by Gromsy here.
Scanter not landing any hits for the carbine. Maybe you should have switched back to the Obeah.
I'm not sure. But Gromsy's taking out the car spawner on G. Scanter's holding Gromsy at bay here. They still have 2 points, but now 125 at 2 points, and they're going to start clawing that lead back. But NIP have caught back up. It is only 50 points in.
Scanter seems to be taking a lot of shots from Gromsy and not dealing much back to him. Gromsy seems to be taking his time as well. He knows time is on his side.
Behind you,
at least for now.
NIP need to do something here. They really need to capitalize.
I'm watching at G. It looks like a trailer from APB Reloaded. Like there's just bullets everywhere, but nobody is dying.
Moving back over to well, Gromsy's opting not to go for G anymore. He's opting to help out on I and H.
It looks now that the hesitation has hit Gromsy's team. NIP is now confident, but then Gromsy is now second guessing himself and running back to objective I.
Scanter still holding point here.
Scanter is a little bit confused. Maybe he should run back to help his team.
Paper Duck's taken out Pantsus. That's a good first pick. Infi is on his own. Amberwind has taken out Infi. They're going to recap those 2 points.
Time to move, Scanter. Time to move.
Gromsy, I think, has just...
He is going.
I think Scanter just missed Gromsy sneaking back into the objective. But they're going to need to grab both. They're going to need to grab both points now. They need both of them right now.
Crazy. It's once again a close match.
It's a very close match, but NIP's indecisiveness is causing them to lose it here.
I think we don't need 3 points right now if we get these two. If we can win this.
Massive three-man push occurring on H&I from Team NIP.
Just shoot him.
They need it.
Scanta,
They need to be
Scanta
quick.
going west.
Infy gets a pick on Paper Duck. It's now a
Yeah, I know,
2v3.
on me, Emberwin.
They've taken one of the points already. It's now
Gromsy going for objective G.
Amberwind taken out by a good flank there. Potsu has got it.
It's not over yet. Gromsy is again taking objective G. They are still in this fight.
They might win this.
Get the next point, bro.
Now seems to be the point where maybe
It's too much of a lead.
NIP
125
maybe
has got this.
125. Maybe 125 should guard G with all they've got. Everyone should regroup and guard G.
They've
I
got
wonder if 125 would 125 see this.
That's it. 125 have won this round. They had too much of a lead, and that's it. Although Potsu is on the last point, but it's not enough. 125 take another round off NIP.
I think it's unfortunate. It's that objective G. It's
Yeah.
it's what lost them the match. They put too much focus on it. They shouldn't have defended it. They should have just taken it and ran out. Exactly what 125 did was they took objective G, ran out, and tried to get more space elsewhere. They did not bother to try and defend it. It is pointless.
Yeah, I'm owning them. I'm playing way better.
Otherwise we're losing, bro.
It is. This is a surprise though, because if there's anything to go by, NIP dominate most of the match, but when it comes to the finale,
They fall
125
apart.
just know what to do. It's incredible actually. I did not expect this.
Focus, close. Don't be nervous, man.
I'm not even nervous, actually. I'm super calm, dude.
It's very surprising.
Imagine.
Move.
Because while NIP have got the fraggers, it seems that 125 have got the brains.
Mm-hmm.
You go Obeya and B.
You wanna play
Yeah,
this
almost.
as a scavenger? We only have 3 minutes to pick up. I mean,
Don't go this. No.
NIP second guessing
more
themselves.
time.
They don't want to play scavenger. It seems. Oh boy, how have things changed? They ran into this match very confident, taunting the enemy. Now they seem to be on the back foot.
It's kind of funny that they absolutely dominated 125 in the first match. Didn't even let them get to the final stage. Won their first defense
I'm
mission.
hitting W, man. You get my prob. I'm hitting
125 then answered and won their first defense mission on the last stage, though, nonetheless. So we really thought that this was going to run away. You know,
Dying
NIP was going to start running away with this, but they just again lost another mission due to last stage and not being good at not being as good as 125 on last stage missions.
W. Yeah,
I think what NIP need
We get super
is
crossfire as well.
assertive leadership or a coach, because while they know what to do in the
No,
game,
just push one, bro.
it's just
Focus on
in the
one
moment
guy.
they don't see the
Together.
big picture.
Epinephrine,
They
bro.
got too
Both of us.
focused on that
Frag.
solo point G.
And on to the next.
If they had a coach or if they had an assertive leader, they would have been, all right, guys, you've got the point, but let's not defend it. The key points is these two that are right close to each other.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising.
And Gromsy, for
So
all you
annoying,
say
though,
to
with all
him,
these noobs around.
he knew what to do. He took the point. He didn't bother defending it. He ran away after he took it.
Yeah.
Big tap.
But it's good to hear that they're both having fun.
it's the same mission.
The same one, bro.
I think they all know they're all friends at the end of the day. It's all
Let's get
a
out
bit
of
of
that, doesn't
banter.
That's good.
You pledged to, doesn't?
So you know, if it was any day of the week, it can go either way.
Absolutely. But 125 have come out strong here.
That's why we're
And
losing, huh?
no, I don't think many people expected them to actually be winning this match,
I certainly did not expect it.
let alone win one, well, I don't think many people expected them to even take a round off
125.
NIP, let alone start winning this match. So it's a very good turnout by 125, and respect to them and well played. But they need to keep that up. There's still plenty of rounds to play.
Let's hope Nip can reflect on that
It's
loss,
gonna happen.
find out where they went wrong.
Bro,
I hope so.
What's gonna happen?
They're going to need an answer here.
Yeah, or-
They're very good in the stages, but when it comes to the last stage, they just fall apart. They need to fix that.
It's the Meowler theme, dude. Fuck, I gotta change.
Dude, these guys are noobs. Treat them like noobs.
Yo, I'm ready by the way.
What?
They're AFK.
RFK? Oh,
Yeah.
Oh shit, man! I'm gonna get into your mental now, Cozy.
Ah!
Oh.
FFS.
What's wrong with you, Cozy?
Nothing actually.
I'm hitting every shot. When you get my
It's
pop,
not
you see
even-
I'm
it's not even
hitting
that
every
bad.
shot.
You're
Martina?
definitely not hitting every shot, bro. I saw you miss, hella.
No, I haven't.
Yes, you have.
Okay, against Amber in that weird fucking The fence is so weird there, man. I don't fucking know.
We're just waiting on
No,
NIP to pick a mission here.
No, the phone was 85
Need to
bucks.
wait on someone to pick a mission. They need to ready up.
Yeah.
Did you tag the right guy at all?
Not the right guy. 50
The other guy.
grams,
So I
I'm pretty
fixed,
sure.
I 50 the left.
Oh,
guy,
10-minute
but-
break.
I saw that, but maybe there's a few
Grumsy,
minutes
he
break
was
now.
the left guy,
Probably
he was
like
definitely not 85.
No,
maybe
I
6 or
fixed
7 now.
And then I went just to
Possibly.
shoot the other guy and he wouldn't die.
We're gonna win, man.
Oh, I was
know you
pretty
guys
sure I
are
hit him
really
with the nade. There.
Ah.
Do you think we're gonna lose?
No, I'm fucking on some crazy shit right now.
Oh, we're owning, bro.
No, you think Cozy thinks we're gonna
Confidence
lose?
coming in from Team NIP. They think
Yeah,
they're gonna win.
they think they're going to win this. I hope they can keep that confidence
Now
through
that
the
you're
next
saying it,
stage, because they need to start winning missions. They need to start winning these missions, because if they don't, they're going to be out before they know it. I think they might be overconfident here a little bit.
Just hold W,
I
man.
mean,
It
have
was.
no
They
aim,
were
man.
very they were
Yeah,
definitely
yeah, yeah.
overconfident from the start.
I mean,
Constant.
it paid off
Oh,
in the
agree.
first round. It paid
Ban
off.
them, where's
But,
the GM said?
I mean, it's what we expect.
yeah.
See that
The
guy
poll
playing
suggested
defense?
NIP would be
Alright, turn up, boys. Seriously,
steamrolling.
turn up, man.
Hmm.
You wanna be a toilet clean your whole life, Cozy?
Turn it on, turn it on.
Toilet clean your
What was
whole
it? If you turn me on?
The clan tag NIP. NIP is a Swedish team, bro. No one in that team is Swedish. Infi is Danish. Ganta Canadian. Potsu is Polish, right?
I don't know.
No,
It's
I know
DK.
he's Polish.
Romanian, maybe.
Grass.
I don't know. They don't have clan outfits, so I cannot really see you, like, you know, because I have a Swedish flag.
I don't think they're serious about
Know
this
which team
whole
called
board game.
the timeout?
Oh yeah.
Or is it
I
a general
don't know.
timeout?
I think it's a general timeout from what I'm being told.
Oh, how much was it? Like 2 million?
Because who knows? Maybe
10, I
this is a
think.
timeout from
Yeah, it's going into the
from
clan.
one of the teams to maybe slow down the momentum that
Currently have like 170.
they're getting.
Possibly.
270.
I mean, the pressure they have on Nekos and Pantsus right now, man. Weren't they voted to win this match?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, bro. Dude, it's not still over, right? But we still took more rounds in the first half.
Yeah.
That's the
Just-
double in my book.
Just stating the fact.
We've been here for an hour now.
I think the teams are eager to get going
More
again.
than an hour.
Just waiting for the go-ahead from the referee here.
We haven't been playing for an hour though.
Mm-hmm.
Since we started play, they finished the match. The first Michael finished like an hour ago.
Youngbloods only, yo.
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 They don't lose to the team right now, no troll.
Nah, I don't know about that one.
We'll check the poll. We'll check the poll.
Okay.
Looks like teams are getting ready. They're all inside their cars. Would we be starting soon?
I hope so. I'm just waiting to hear from. Just
Honestly,
waiting to
Coach,
hear
I'd
from
fucking
CET.
say it, though.
Hear what the decision is.
Best AP right now.
These
Don't
guys
need.
have only played
another
close
weapon.
range so far, though. Like one spot or they have long range.
Oh, shit.
You guys need one mission. The
I
ducks.
mean, long range is definitely not gonna do it unless it's a long range spot. Like, there was CQC spot.
Yeah, but you're AP Borg.
No. Maybe you're right. Maybe okay. I'll try play AP actually. Maybe you're right.
Because you're Obeya, like you will armed them on the street when they
Not
spawn.
obey. I don't. No.
Uh-huh. Turn up!
Obeya's not gonna work if you don't destroy their cars, and all they do is sit in the cars. You know?
Alright, turn up then.
So you gotta shoot and nade the
turn up.
cars, bro.
I'll turn up. Scanta, you turn up? I can't even turn up anymore, man.
But
Right now.
shoot instead. Like, stop nading them so much, dude. Actually, I actually died a couple of times because of that.
Sorry, man. I'm trying to farm. Get on there. Get on up there.
Alright, ready up.
Alright.
Let's go.
And here we go. We're back into it. The 10-minute break is over.
It depends now. How long does APB want to keep this break going?
Yeah,
They've been
precisely.
Consistently waiting 1 or 2 minutes for a mission to drop in from the APB gods.
Yeah, that's true. I think the referee's ready to go as well here. We're going to get kicked off with round 4.
Losing to 135, shit.
NIP
It's over.
losing, surprisingly, compared with what the majority of people, including myself, thought was going to happen.
Steamroll.
125 with the advantage here to run away with this. It is NIP on the attack, so can they make the last stage magic work? Can they turn it around? Because that's where they've been losing.
125 have the momentum on their side,
14.
and they have
Absolutely.
the underdog. They have the underdog bias because we all want the underdogs to win. So who knows what goes on? Still waiting for a mission to be dropped off.
Alright, we win the next 3 missions. Easy. We got this, boys.
I'm subbing for Big Drum.
Well, the confidence in NIP hasn't faded, which is good. They're going to need it.
Oh, a mission.
Dude,
Same again.
are you kidding me?
Seems to be scavenger again. Will they be abandoning? Yes,
Yep.
they will.
That is the same mission 3 times in a row now.
NRP do indeed have the confidence,
Regardless.
but they don't have the confidence to take on a scavenger mission.
It's also scavenger. So
They have the confidence, they just don't back it up by...
We're scavenger.
Well, they're losing missions. They're just not winning any of these last stages, and that's where they're losing
Gromsy
it.
coming in with a taunt.
Ooh, Bilal. In front of you.
Do you play? It's not belong.
Now the question is, will NIP come back? I think we need to see the cockiness and the aggressiveness from both Infi and Cozy from this.
Yeah.
If they stay quiet this match, it's gonna be very tough. I'm not counting them out yet, but I'm not confident on NIP winning this match because one, it is an attack, and they still not seem to be sure on themselves on the type of mission they're getting.
But more importantly, they're just not converting when they get to the last stage, and that's where 125 is making the wins here.
Great heights.
So peculiar that, because they just seem to be so dominant across the mission, but when it comes to the final stage, they just fall apart.
It is very bizarre.
Dude, why is this taking so long?
we need GMs, dude.
Here we go.
Play?
Scavenger mission again,
Yeah,
though.
yeah,
Will
sure.
they be
They will
playing
play it.
this?
They are going to play
They will
it.
be
Dirty
playing
Business is our next mission for round 4.
Oh, good start.
Let's investigate on 3rd stage, by the way.
Have cam. Or no, I don't have cam. I can switch it.
Yeah, let's switch. That's fine.
And here we go.
And then
There's a
cam.
pretty decent lead here from NIP to the first stage, so
125 hertz rocking the Entech, OCA, and Obeya.
Some tricks on them,
Solid
some
meta
tricks.
loadout.
that's a solid loadout there. They might be able to make something work here. Decent long range, decent mid range, and a solid close quarters.
No.
They're set for any range that they need to come up against. But I wouldn't be surprised if they start changing their loadouts depending on the
I'm gonna try
location.
and get the item.
125 going for some early aggression here to maybe push
Don't just push me.
Nah,
to slow them down.
Yeah, coming.
NIP need to get a car to get this item out of there. Will 125 stay around to try and get this item?
Bit of a fight here between Gromsy and Scanter. Scanter's got the uphill, but he's not finishing him off. He's waiting. Paper Duck has come in and thrown Scanter off a bit.
Okay, go. Let's go.
Paper
Gromsy
Duck
seems to be going around.
has not been able to stop him.
I think this might be a
and
mistake from Gromsy.
possibly, but Potsu has made it out. Amberwind
Looks
is
like they're
giving
on their way
chase.
out.
Paper Duck is giving chase. Gromsy, I don't know. I've lost sight of him.
Well,
oh no, Gromsy's still at the car spawner. He's made a big mistake there.
Amber
Well, it looks like NIP have got this in the bag for the current stages, and they might snowball and get the rest of the stages. Now the question is, will they get this for the final? Will NIP hold the lead? But it looks like what's going on in the past is that they would lose.
Yeah.
125 Hertz have won every single finale stage.
And if that continues, it doesn't matter how much they frag. If they're losing those last stages, that's it. It doesn't matter how much they kill 125 Hertz over and over. If it says they've lost the mission, they've lost the mission.
It looks like Gromsy will be the first on point, so advantage to Gromsy's team at 125.
Means they can get the defense at least set up early before the attackers get in.
But will his OCA be able to hold them all off? I'm not sure. It's quite a long range spot.
We'll find out
Or
in
at
just
least
a
an
moment.
open spot.
As Scanter is making his way in over. Gromsy is in the warehouse overlooking the area, but it looks like Amberwind's in as well. Paperduck has shown up as well. Potsu and Imphy still slightly out of range here to actually attack this point. Scanter's on his own.
Scanter's still on the carbine. Will we be expecting a switch to Obeya? I mean, I would, if I was Scanter, I would switch to the Obeya. He's been playing very well with that.
I think they need to feel this out a little bit first, see who's where, and play around it.
Looks like Scanter will be
going for nade saturation here. Getting one hit on Paperduck there, but that's not really going to do much. They need to make some moves here.
Scanter and Gromsy have found each other, but
Amberwind's taking out Potsu.
Go highway, man. We need highway.
Above me.
Gromsy's making the push on Scanter. Scanter be able to? Would Scanter expect this? Oh, Gromsy's just eating a nade from Imphy. Paperduck getting an upper position on Scanter.
Scanter's now inside the warehouse, but he's in a bit of a tricky spot here because he's got Paperduck and Gromsy right above him, and he did get hit by that nade pretty hard. Looking to sneak up.
No one seems to be taking. No one seems to be committing the fight.
No.
Scanter coming round the back.
No, Scanter's got a brilliant position there, taking out both Paperduck and Gromsy. Fantastic play. Really bad misplay there by 125, not watching that ladder.
Excellent play for an NIP. They just need to hold this point, because if they lose this point, it's very clear that 125 Hertz might get the advantage again. They cannot let this get to final stage.
I don't have cameras. It's so fucking slow.
And here we go. We're coming to the last stage now. It is a your mum, my dad. It's a heavy item. Oh, that's going to be an interesting one.
I'm worried about this. I don't think NIP have it in them. They seemed very hesitant on getting on scavenger missions.
Well, they've got to pick on Amberwind here, so they've got a bit of space to work with. Looks like they're trying to get a car just to get the item going, but they haven't
Imphy quite possibly has the worst car. Oh, no, Cole Wolf is now in.
I don't think the Koi Wolf can take it, can it? Oh, yes, it can if they aren't taking ammo.
It did get that buff, item space increase.
Scanter being aggressive, that's what we want to see, and that's another team wipe by NIP on 125. Now, can they capitalize on this? Can they do anything with this?
Don't die.
Or are they going to get caught by spawns? Imphy picking off the respawn from Amberwind, but they need a car. They're still stuck. There's still car spawners around from 125. They're killing them, but they're not making anything happen here.
Impy's getting his Uber around the corner.
There we go. And there's the Deliveroo car off on its way.
Quite an interesting drop-off for Team Cozy here. Not very far off from where they started at all.
No, that's very in their favour here. I would be expecting them to win this. But Scanter in trouble here. Oh, making good use of the epinephrine to get out of that fight. That was smart. But they might start moving the item here if Scanter can't stop him. Here they go. They've got the item.
Oh no!
They've just snuck it from underneath them.
It's the 125 special.
And that's
final stage. This is unfortunate. I'm thinking this is very, very bad for NIP right now.
This is exceptionally bad for NIP. They don't have a car ready to take a heavy item. They're not organised. They keep fragging, but they're not making anything happen. And just like that, 125 have got the item and they're running off with it. They've still got plenty of time on the clock to turn this around, but NIP need to mobilise. They always...
125 have already got 2 people on objective. Gromsy with a critical kill here. Gromsy stepping up for a double frag.
Well played there. We're swapping over to 125's position here as Scanter makes his way in for a streamer versus streamer moment here. He might get
NIP
fragged
did
by the
not
nade.
expect that.
He might. No, he's not getting fragged by the nade, but Scanter's returning the favour.
Scanta,
Gromzy's-
very confident kill on Gromzy here.
That's very good, but he's on his
So they
own.
go
He's
all
now
other
got to
side
take
of
on
this,
2
yeah.
more
Go
people
like east.
and get the item out
Go
and
on,
get it
go
over
on.
to his objective in
Yeah,
time
he got off, he
before
got off.
they get a lead.
Yeah, but he got
This is
out
what I'm
like a
saying.
mid.
Scanter is an incredible, like, enigma on this team here. Nobody expected this from him.
I'm just gonna bait him to push.
I'm just gonna come.
But again, 125, even though they're getting fragged over and over,
trying to
they're
destroy
getting
all
the
cars.
necessary kills back. They're getting the objective
Nice.
done.
Probably
Most
other side now.
importantly, because that's what win mission.
Yeah, they're
That's
both
what
there.
wins missions. Their teamwork at getting the objective out and small little set plays and strategies are really coming through here. They may lose one-on-ones, they may lose team fights, but it doesn't matter because they're getting the moments that they need done.
Yeah, Cozy.
Scanter once again demonstrating dominance over Gromzy, but
And again,
faltering under the 2v1.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because 125 have got the support. They've got the additional teammates there to support and force a 2v1 scenario. Potsu's now making his way in with an OCA, but again, he's on his own. He's forcing 1v1s. He hasn't got his teammates in support to push from different positions and objectives. Imphy's just floating around on the outside here.
NIP
Potsu 60?
in like
Gromzy
constantly
picking up Infy.
a desperate
outside,
situation for NIP
Potsu
right now.
outside. Scanter's just floating around the outside. NIP are just completely disjointed here. There's no team play, there's no pushing in together.
Yeah.
They're very good
Even
fraggers,
side.
but it doesn't
I should've
matter.
just
Potsu's
played
picked
more
up
safe,
Paper
my
Duck.
bad. He's going
But
for the
look at
point,
the
he's going
score.
for-
125 are holding them off. They're stalling them. They've just got the point off now, but they've got a 56-point
because
lead.
someone's just
Oh,
gonna
but
drive
Gromzy's
and
coming
give
back
up.
in for another frag. Oh,
Here
looks like
comes
he's caught off
Scanter.
guard by
Scanter
Infy.
wins the fight again, but it doesn't matter. It's another 2v1 scenario. Amberwind's there to support. So Scanter's dead.
Unfortunate. Scanter is just
Potsu picks up the final kill there on Amberwind. There's nobody left
spawned in
on.
my car, guys.
I'm spawning.
There's nobody left, but look, they've got a good car spawner in position here. 125 are ready to attack this point again. Potsu is the last person in. It looks like Infy and Scanter are starting to make their way in, but again, they don't have a car.
No.
They don't have a vehicle. They're not
yeah,
ready.
what do you
They
want?
can't do
Just
anything
follow
with
Infy,
it.
just follow Infy.
things are getting
get
increasingly
neighbors on this.
desperate. I
Scanter's coming
think NIP just need to stop, slow down.
Go.
They got time. Even if they're losing points right now, they should just honestly take their time with this. But Scanter making plays here on his own.
He's going in
Gromzy-
He seems to be the star player in NIP.
Well, Gromzy just got a 2-man on Infy and Potsu.
Nice, dude.
Paper Duck picks up Scanter. They're falling
Gromzy.
apart. NIP is
point,
falling
just hold
apart
it.
remarkably quickly here. Here comes the
Gromzy with the
recap.
teabag.
Here comes the recap from 125. They're going to get this back. They're going to start getting points on the scoreboard again. There's only 3 minutes left in this mission, and NIP have no answer to this.
Scanta is east. Close,
Oh, is he
close
coming
right.
inside or what?
No, he's still outside.
Potsu and Scanter marking Amberwind. Amberwind not getting out of his car. Scanter nading himself, unfortunately, there.
No, that was a nade from 125 there, getting a good nade on the corner. Scanter looking to try and make his way in here, but he's on his own. He's not getting any support. Infy's taken out by Amberwind. It's Potsu and Scanter left in, but they're getting naded. They're getting segmented, and Paper Duck wins the fight. Potsu's on his own again.
I think it's over. It's. I think NIP just need to look to the next match now.
Yeah.
They need to see what's going wrong. Every time it gets to the final stage, they just fall apart. Do you know what's going wrong?
They're just not organised. NIP are too interested in getting single frags, 1v1 fights, and trying to assert dominance by getting frags. But they're not doing the objectives, they're not playing the mission, they're not playing the objectives, and while they may dominate on the stages, it doesn't matter. They're losing the important bits on the end stages, and this is where they're losing it. And if they continue to do this, they're going to lose the match. That's now 3-1 to 125 because 125 are playing this exactly how they're supposed to.
Can they keep it up though? Do they have the stamina?
Oh, easily. The thing is 125 aren't really being hilariously, completely contrary to what everyone believed. 125 aren't really getting pressured here at all. They're losing. They're losing 1v1s, but it doesn't
They need to
matter.
step up. They need to step up and take this seriously.
I'm gonna go save my own zone.
And now NIP need to get a reverse three mission sweep.
Fucking coming, mate. You fucking NIP out in the first fucking round, mate.
I mean, they joke about it, but they very well could be out the first round if they continue this.
Apart from winning 1v3.
I mean, it's match point to 125. 125's on the attack. We've seen NIP hold them at defense, but they'll need to do this because if it goes to last stage...
I still have hope. I still think there's a part of me inside that thinks they will win this. This is all part of a scheme. They're going to make us think that it's 3-1, but they're going to win all the next 3 matches.
It's a lot of confidence there, but I'm really not sure anymore. I honestly think now, just from what we've seen, 125's going to run away with this. They're just more organised. They've been...
It's just tough. Who has the most stamina? Because now NIP are playing for the overtime. And there's going to be another 2 matches on top of that.
It really...
If they win this match...
If they win the next 3 matches in a row, then they have a chance. But it doesn't...
It is, if NIP win this match, I am betting that they will win the entire tournament now. Because I've had it in my mind that NIP should be the front runners to win the entire thing. But here they are getting knocked out in the first round. If 125 Hertz let them have this game, I think that's it. They're going to drop the ball and NIP will win all the matches after that.
Yeah.
It just has to.
What happened.
It's such a shame as well. Again, this is the first match for these 2 teams, and they're versing such high-end teams.
The thing is that both of these teams are more than capable, but just from what we know of the players, it looked like it was going to be in NIP's favour. The players individually, I would say, are mechanically better than 125 Hertz's team. I mean, you can see it, but it just doesn't matter because they're all going in individually. There's no cohesion. They're going in, they're trying to do the objective as a 1-man versus 3, and they're losing it. They're overconfident in their ability to win the fights, and that's what they're losing.
It's just like FaZe in Counter-Strike. You've got all these star players on one team, but nothing's going to happen.
Yeah. There's just no cohesion, and 125 are doing what they need to get done. It doesn't matter if they take a death. They get the item, they get the objective, they move on. And they now know with confidence that they've beaten NIP 3 times on a last stage. All they need to do is get to a last stage and they can win it. So this next match is going to be all down to whether this next match is going to be the most important one. This next round is going to be the most important one. If 125 on the attack manage to get to last stage, that's probably it for NIP. If NIP manage to hold on, they then need to win a last stage definitely. So they still have to fix their last stage issue if they want to actually stand a chance of winning this.
Well, luckily for NIPs that they're gonna be defending from the first round and get go. So as long as they don't get it to the end stage, they're okay for this match.
Yeah.
I think they have the advantage this round.
But after that, they've then got an attack
from history. Yeah, like if they can use this match and win it and use that, motivation to stay on, they can pull it back. It all hinges on this. They must not let it get to the final stage. If it gets to the final stage, that's it. We all know what's going to happen from there.
Wait, did they get a mission?
Things about Scanta's dead.
Yeah, you kind of just got griefed.
Yeah, we're getting hella griefed, man. Where the GM's at? For real. Oh, I'm getting super griefed.
We already got
Abandoned mission, man.
Yeah, abandoned. 2 dead.
But at least their spirits are still high in NIP. At least they're enjoying it.
I agree.
Yo, if we come back from this shit, though, some real shit, man. Some real,
Yeah, don't jinx it now. Don't jinx it now.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Some Olaf Meister boost, man. Come on, man. Scanta, do we have an Olaf Meister boost?
Yeah.
We need it right now, man.
Oh.
Holy fuck, man.
If these guys were really smart tournament organizers, they would have came in the district early and got all 4 dump trucks occupied. Fucking idiots, man.
No, I'm not doing that good aim-wise, you know.
Oh, 3-1, 3-1. All I'm saying.
I mean, we were getting 4-0'd, right?
Mm-hmm.
As soon as we stop playing and like we're not moving our mouse all the time, my hand gets so fucking cold. I don't know what's wrong.
I don't have. I didn't have. Now I have kind of a cold hand.
Just waiting for 125 to get a mission hit, and hopefully
Go, do
not
push-ups.
have NIP get griefed, and then we'll be on to round 5.
Gonna go for a quick run real quick.
Interestingly, we have seen a car switch from 125 from the
Kinda
Coil Wolf
forgot that I was streaming.
to a big house.
Yeah, they've doubled down on
I just
the
fucking
mobile
realized,
homes. NIP still going with a Vegas, a Coil Wolf, and a mobile house.
Yeah, I don't have
I
the
think they
stream
still
up.
feel
Only
confident in
Discord,
themselves.
my second monitor.
Let's not count them out.
I'll have to see how they capitalise here. NIP have not been getting much in
We only get
terms
the
of
same missions.
NIP have not been getting much in terms of car kills. So this is going to be interesting.
Gromsy has really been a surprise with his excellent kills on unsuspecting cars.
He's just been positioned well, and that's what he's getting. He's getting the drop on the people from NIP. He's getting good angles, good positions.
And Scanter has surprisingly stepped up.
Yeah,
this entire
Scanter's
match.
1v1 game is strong. He's been able to take on 1v1s quite comfortably.
No, in front of us.
Oh, I think that's Afi, no?
Oh yeah, maybe actually. I don't think so.
Oh yeah, he couldn't play today. I don't know.
This guy, this another kid, gave me a bull shark actually. But I don't know who it is.
Yo, it's me, Winter. Can I get 4 million real quick?
It's me.
Put your pantsu in the air. Put your pantsu in the air. Put your pantsu in the air.
Still waiting for the APB gods to drop a mission that 125 would favor.
It's just problematic, this part. Just the weight.
Nah.
No.
Got griefed again.
It's looking like we need some people to jump into the dump trucks and, stop letting griefers take them.
Yeah, we need some more
a
people
GM is
on the
driving
scene.
that. Look, a GM
Need
is
some
driving
mod time here, stat.
Oh, he moved.
Any mod timers jump into a dump truck and sit in it, please.
So dumb.
Interestingly, that dump truck has no driver.
I think it's. I think that's what Red Hill have been working towards in terms of development, remotely controlled trucks.
Oh my god!
To automate the garbage removal service.
That's what we interestingly need. I think we need some GMs here to just remove cars that just littered the
We're gonna do
the
drop again
game.
or spray.
Doesn't really
If this tournament is done well enough and Little Orbit are happy with it and decide to support it, that'd be probably a really good thing for this game. It'd be nice to see them actually provide their support for community events. You know, I can't thank the people enough from CET who have put all the work in to make this happen, and I'm just hoping that Little Orbit recognise that and decide to try and help out with this thing and make it become more of a common thing and make it a reality.
Wanna do this?
No, it's a hack. Don't do it.
Looks like they're still trying to decide on an attack stage here. They might get asked to
Next 30 minutes what?
Look for a mission.
No. It's dumb. Should be like 15 or 10. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the shop real quick. Gonna have my brother accepting missions. You just abandon, guys. Yo.
Yeah, see, I touched the car and it's gone.
But as we said,
It's removed. for
we're
free.
in this
I
position
wanted to go
where
at first, but then I saw that I would
NIP
just,
have to win this round, and the most important
them,
round
so,
of this
you know, I don't wanna
entire
touch his
match
car, he
will
just
be the
deserves
next
it.
one if NIP
Instantly.
manage to secure the victory here,
He does, no standard up.
because it's going to be
When I touch it
NIP's
down, he's
last
gonna-
attack, and they will need to win the last stage.
Part of me a feeling that NIP will go absolutely ham on this first stage.
It was
They
not working
need
at
this
first.
first round.
They
They
need-
need
it
to
off.
first stage 125 to put them in their place.
They need to focus down, they need to get organised, and they need to sort themselves
let us
out,
do it
because
again,
they have
huh?
just been losing it over and over and over again in these last two rounds, and it's really starting to show. Their first round, absolute domination. Second round, they slipped up on last
Time
stage.
to play on
Third
the
round,
keyboard and
they
mouse.
slipped
Was
up
playing
again,
on
and then
controller.
again, last match, they were just all over the place.
No.
Abandon.
Oh,
Nope.
Do I change whoever I fucking...
seems to be team deathmatch for the final mission. Oh no, they did not go
No,
against. They didn't go for that
Fuck,
mission
we get
either.
like the same mission 3 times in a row.
Oh, let's just see what we get.
Looks like we're continuing to wait
Blood
for
Rose.
125 to pick a mission.
Yo.
Put your pantsu in the air. Put your pantsu in the air. Put your pantsu in the air.
We have a magician in the area, leaning sideways.
He's got the hat, definitely a magician.
Yeah. I wonder if
Can
he's a
you
silver
imagine,
magician.
being a caster now.
Yeah. I can't.
Oh my god, I'm listening to a really good song now.
Second round, they slipped up on last stage. Third round, they slipped up again, and then again, last match, they were just all over the place.
Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Mom. Oh yeah, dude, it's the mistake.
Up it.
We just slipped up.
I mean, can you imagine the final or something when they are actually in it? Like, when Kempington and Shini are like into commentating a lot. I think it's gonna be quality.
Now Kempington's kind of bugging, dude.
Yo.
Okay.
Hey,
A lot is on the
Put your
line
pantsu
now
in
for
the
Team
air.
NIP.
Put your pantsu
They
in
seem
the
to
Oh,
be.
air.
hang
They
on a
lose
minute.
this match.
They've got a
names are being
match. We
changed.
have a match here. We have a match here. It's Blind Justice. It's that same attack mission again that 125 were
family
able to
show.
capitalize on. So vandalize 2 cameras, do 2 spray points, vandalize 2 more cameras, and then a 3-point graffiti hold. Will
Well, let's see.
NIP be able to make a difference here finally? Have they sorted themselves out? Only time will tell.
Different area, different spot.
Yo,
Maybe
it's
NIP
actually
can bring it back. I'm
Possibly.
honestly hoping that NIP can
On me,
just
on me, on me, one.
nip it in the bud at least by the second stage. First stage is too hard. It's just a destroy stage.
Yeah,
Everyone's 35?
it's not. It's
I'm on the
probably
front
not worth it. They're probably better off holding stage 2 here.
Be in the
It's their
front
best chance of actually holding this before it goes to last stage.
Going inside, they're going inside.
I think this second stage here, whoever wins this stage,
Fine.
It's gonna be an A, it's gonna be close to A.
Bit of a team kill there
if
by
NIP
Scanter.
lose the second stage, I think it's over.
We'll have to see. It depends how much they actually want to win this, and depending on whether or not they've decided to change anything for their last stage antics. Because they need to be more organised.
go.
They really do.
I'm dead. I have 1 FPS.
And here we go.
Obviously
This is
moving
it.
up to
Stage
objective
2.
C.
5 minutes on the clock. The next
East
5
door.
minutes are going to be the
There.
most crucial.
Side east. Wait.
Gromsy taking C, Scanter deciding to
What kind of
defend
defense on the
objective
east?
D.
Right in front of me.
A native one, I think. Oh, I
It
have
might
2
be
of
a door
me.
north.
Gromsy missing everything. though.
Gromsy getting a pick on Imphy.
They're all here then.
No, yeah, 2 on me. 2 on the where I died.
Aaron, you can push east on the door.
He's gonna be holding it.
And they've taken objective C. They've got 4.5 minutes to take objective D. NIP are really starting to struggle here. 125 are just picking it up and running with it.
On me.
125 and the momentum on their side.
Yep.
Pantsus heavily tagged.
Scanter just getting out of death there, but Gromsy's flanked around. They're on C already.
Still 2
125 are just
Cozy is pinned.
absolutely steamrolling this.
I'm dead, apparently.
And that's it. They're on stage 3. Just
Oh,
like that. That's all falling apart now.
I do not want to be in NRP's shoes right now.
I don't want to be in their fucking Discord right now, to be honest. They're just falling apart now, and 125 have shown up. They've said, look, we can do this. Everyone's against us. No one believes we're going to win this. Look, we're just going to steamroll them now, okay?
I think NIP need to prepare for the final stage. They need to get some range. This is a very range-heavy spot.
Yeah.
Because it will... I will expect 2 of the objectives to be be able to long range. I think 2 of the objectives on this final stage will be long rangeable, and NIP need to get on board with that right now. Because odds are NIP will lose this stage, and it will get to the
Most
final.
likely.
They're just destroyed.
They're not pushing in yet, though. 125 are taking their time, but it looks like...
Inside,
it looks like NIP just took care of the objective for them.
Yes, I think they wanted to get points on the board for themselves right away.
He dropped down, he's going for
and it looks like they will. Scanter has made the play here.
Scanter's made a pick on Paper Duck. Gromsy and Amberwind just floating about. Imphy's now looking for a pick on Gromsy here. Potsu's moving in.
Imphy's hesitant to take a 2v1 with Gromsy.
Potsu has taken the kill there.
He's coming back up.
NIP are starting to show some signs of waking up here.
Questionable plays from Scanter trying to get some shots on Amberwind, but Amberwind doesn't seem to care, and
Scanter gets it.
He got a kill on it. Amberwind did not seem to give a shit, but
look,
he really should
look
have,
at the points. Look at the points. NIP are starting to wake up here. They're picking up the third, and they've got all 3. And this is where they need to hold it. They need to get a big lead here to regain confidence and start putting pressure on 125 to show them that they can win last stages and don't just fall apart.
At one moment I'm questioning Scanter's shooting there, but at the same time it worked out for him.
There it is again.
Assertive gameplay from Scanter once again. Potential MVP for Scanter. I'm just continually impressed by this Enigma.
It looks like NIP took a very short break there to let them recuperate, take out the points, and set themselves up for the last stage. That's where they've been struggling. That's what they've been losing. But it now looks like they're wanting to give a shit. So this is where they start making their changes. And if they show 125 that they can beat them on a last stage without even blinking or batting an eyelid, this is where it can make
has just been taken out by Paper Duck. Amazing play by Paper Duck.
125 being very organised. Here's where it changes. This is them all pushing together, making a big push through the middle here. Gromsy looking to go for a flank here. I'm not sure where Cozy or Infy are, but they could be holding short. They could be holding long.
Scanter now with a 1v1 against Gromsy. Gromsy might fall back.
Gromsy's not opting to take this 1v1. Scanter might push in here. Gromsy was trying to catch the respawn on the car spawner there. It looks like all of the NIP team are near that car spawner. Gromsy's going to get a very good flank here if he can stay hidden for long enough.
Will Infy let him play here?
No, it doesn't look like it. Infy has spotted him early. Gromsy has got...
making a big wide play, questionably wide play. Gromsy taking advantage.
Gromsy doing very well there to get that kill.
Fantastic play from Gromsy, I have to say.
Scanter getting a pick on Amberwind here though, and it's Scanter versus Gromsy again.
Go on, Gromsy.
Gromsy
Go on, Gromsy. Oh, that's a shame. If he had kept his aim on Scanter there,
he could have done it. Yeah, he second guessed himself. He second guessed himself.
Hesitating.
Quite a commanding lead by NIP now, moving into the last as they hit the halfway mark. Yeah, definitely. We've seen it. We've seen 125.
Potsu's going to be above as well.
We've seen 125 turn this about on a dime. We just need to make sure that NIP stay focused and stay focused on the objectives rather than trying to get frags. Positive KD won't mean shit if they lose the mission.
85.
Potsu's taken out Paper Duck. Gromsy's looking for either to take H or to possibly take out that car spawner. Infy's nearby. Amberwind's taken out Potsu.
Scanter cannot find the kill on Gromsy.
There it is, though. He's found it now. It took him a while, but he's got there. Infy and Scanter still lingering around. The only point that 125 have. It's starting to... The momentum's starting to shift here.
Nice. No,
Critical moment for
Infi's
NIP.
here.
They need to
Infi's here.
reset. They need to rethink their attack, and they need to calm down.
125.
They've got enough time. They just need to pick out the weak members of the opposite team.
Yeah.
died as well.
Just 125, not NIP, because NIP are running away with this. But yep,
Easy-
finally,
on
Gromsy
towards
deciding
G.
to take out that car spawner. That could be critical. They've retaken a second point. NIP are nowhere to defend these objectives. NIP have now lost 2 of the objectives. They have got a commanding lead, but that might not be enough. They need to take these points back.
Scanter taken on Paper Duck. Paper Duck taking good hits, half HP.
Paper Duck takes out Infi.
He's gonna nade.
Fortunate from Scanter there. He could not keep the pressure on. He could have saved Infi there.
DMR on I.
But they have recapped. They've gone all the way around and recapped I. It's now a split for NIP. It's not ideal, but we'll have to see what happens. Gromsy pushing in very confidently there, but
What the fuck
Scanter,
tag me with?
Scanter picking up the kill. And
Infi was there as well.
Infi has picked up the kill on Amberwind. On Paper Duck, as Paper Duck takes out Scanter. These trades are not in 125 Hz's favour. And
Looks like NIP are stepping back up.
yeah, this is what we were wanting to see from NIP.
They are not going out without a fight. They are not letting this end right now.
Exactly.
Looks like we're in for a proper fight for this match.
And they're taking the third point. They've got an incredibly commanding lead. I think they've got enough of a lead that even if they were only down to 1 point, they would still win it. Gromsy in a 2v1 situation. Scanter picking up the kill again.
Gromsy making desperate plays here. He needs to think. Maybe he should wait for his team.
This is very, very dangerous.
Every fight he's taking with Scanter, he has lost. He needs to wait for his team when he's facing
But
Scanter.
hang on.
Scanter's
It looks
won
like Paper
every
Duck's
1v1.
making one last
think we got
desperate
it.
attempt to get an objective here. He gets it. It was a good distraction play, but I think it's too little too late. Potsu picks up the kill on Paper Duck. Potsu's still just floating around, trying to throw them off guard here, and that's it. And just like that, NIP show that they know how to play a last stage mission, and the score is now 3-2. We are on to the last round, and it is all to play for.
NIP are down, but they are not out. This is still match point. NIP need to keep this momentum on. But the problem is, it is an attack stage for NIP.
This is the problem.
Every time they've got to the final stage, they have lost on an attack. They've somehow won this one. But time will tell whether they have the stamina to attack the mission and have enough energy by the finale to win and close it out.
Well, they pulled their pants up. They started working as a team. They started putting some small strats and set plays in place. And it worked out.
Even if they win this next match, do they have the energy to win 2 more matches in a row? Because we have the potential to go forever here. A team needs to win 2 in a row, is that correct?
Absolutely. Once we have all 6 matches played, if it is 3-3, then 2 more matches will be played and will continue to be played until one team is clear by at least 2 victories. This could go on for a long time. It's going to be a war of attrition, but NIP could get a reverse sweep here. But
I think NIP have it in them. They have the energy now.
I'm not sure. This was a very good comeback from NIP, and it puts them back in the runnings to possibly turn this about, but they're now on an attack stage. We know they can get to last stage, but will they pull it off again?
It all depends on Scanter. He is the MVP of Team NIP. If Scanter can keep his top form on, all we need is Cozy and Infi just to fill in the gaps.
I have to give it to 125 though. They have really come out of the boxes amazingly here, and they have put up a fight and a half, and they're winning. All they need to do is bring it home. They don't even need to defend on this mission because they know they are more often than not winning the last stages. If they don't get phased by that last mission and they decide to run with it onto the last stage, at 125 could run away with this.
NIP need to keep the momentum on their side. They need to just forget about their previous losses and just take the confidence. Just be confident in this fight.
Things will only boys, right?
This what, sorry?
Isn't it Wilson?
I'm not sure.
Looks like NIP are really wanting to get this next match going. They're all ready. They're waiting for the ATB gods to give them the next match. Question is, if they're given a scavenger fight, will they keep it? Will they play on?
Whatever, man. I'm fragging out.
Let me play for you, man.
Yeah, play for me.
Okay.
This is not.
It's bad, it's bad.
Dude, we need some Easter shit for once, man. Please. Please, man.
Pledging to Wilton the boys, dude.
Maybe that's graffiti, right?
Yeah.
Looks like Team
We'll just
NIP are
change.
pledging to Wilson LeBoys.
Going for the level
Potential
5
low-
strat.
30 minutes.
Low-end
Maybe we can
contact for
fucking mental
low-end
away.
missions, quick and easy missions for NIP.
If they get no unaccompanied G Kings or ROAR, they can run away with this.
Overtime on
Except
this
they
side, I can do
can't
this over.
because they're enforcers. But if the Crims
NGL.
decided to do that, that would be a disaster for NIP.
The fuck, man? You have a Pro 9 graphics card, dude. How are you getting shit FPS?
Oh, it's called fucking memory leak, man.
GPU for APB, by the way. Hello.
Oh, say.
What?
You're done. Kill me.
Go CA again, man.
No, I'm not doing it.
Oh,
I think just
You
OC
hear
at the
that?
start of the mission if you need to switch.
125 won to win. Gromsy needs to
you
step
can
up
stay, Oscar,
and
but if it's
continue his
actually a
domination
CET
because
spot,
he has been
bro,
doing
you know
some
I'm a
great
fucking
plays.
player.
You don't normally expect to see such things from Gromsy,
that's fine,
but he has
that's fine,
made
that's fine.
like 2-piece buckets, Morgan Freeman's. He's done everything for his team.
I forgot about Morgan Freeman's.
It's ready up, man.
Yeah. 2 for 1 at Specsavers and Morgan Freeman's, definitely.
We're having fun
I mean,
with that.
Amber Wind has also performed some incredible feats. Paper Duck has come out of nowhere and just 2-man,
No one is
2 for
back.
1s at Specsavers and Morgan Freeman's. Like they when it matters, they get the kills.
I don't know how
Everyone
this
has stepped
would
up,
work, guys.
but I think in these for both teams, Gromsy has stepped
all
up
these
for
missions-
125,
These missions,
and
man.
Scanter has definitely shown up and made a name for
This
himself
guy is
for
just
NIP.
driving around our points.
I think that actually took longer than 30 minutes to pick a mission.
Yeah. What's the 12 on?
So we got
So
like
Dave, yeah.
40 missions.
We talk about how far
minutes,
Wasp have
right?
come.
Missions.
Like
Minutes.
this guy is from Wasp and
Yeah,
he's
45
playing with the big
You have
leagues.
the right contact for it?
To be fair, Wasp in the later years have had some very good players. They've moved on. Like people like Lenfield, Rook,
Pledge to Wilton the boys.
Alani,
I'm-
Melicide. You know,
I
they've had
accept
good
that.
players.
I accept that, but the thing is, like, these Wasp players, they've always had a division within Wasp called Sting, and they've always been kind of separate. We didn't really consider them Wasp, but was Scanter a part of Sting? I'm not sure. I don't know.
There was another team as well, wasn't there? I can't remember what they were called. It wasn't Hive. There was another one, which was like their
they actually
serious
warmed
team,
up
but
and
not
shit,
the
though.
competitive
Yeah, I
team.
haven't played.
Are you sure it wasn't Sting?
No, because there was Wasp, there was Sting, and Hive was another, and then there was another one I can't remember the name of.
It's easy to make fun out of Wasp, but they have had amazing players, and they've
Yeah.
all been in a special division called Sting.
I'd like to get some clarity here from possibly one of the Wasp members in the chat if they're there, just to clarify what that other team was. Because there was Sting, and then there was another one which was a competitive team, but they weren't the top team, as it were.
Same mission we
Ew.
had in.
Looks like they do not want game copy crackdown. It is a scavenger mission. Why do teams seem to be against scavenger?
Can be quite difficult, especially if it's a heavy item. It can go one way, and that's it.
Sometimes I think, like, even if you're
Duke Nukem, bro.
feeling hesitant on a match,
know.
maybe the other team would be hesitant as well. You can capitalize that.
They need to
I
pick
just
the
think-
correct attack mission here, and they need to pick the correct stage.
Yeah. They only have one chance, so I guess they're gonna
Oh, I gotta
go
poop
with
now,
a
actually.
solid mission that they're confident on.
Absolutely.
Man, Jesus.
What's happening? I'm outside.
I make district chat visible again, and there's just some guy spamming. I hate N-word.
I don't think so.
Nice, man.
Course, you found the Vandalist mission, man.
Trying. We're actually so unlucky.
Hack. Bannon. This hack.
Bannon,
Looks
man.
like they will be abandoning the next mission again. They keep getting scavenger missions.
Yeah, this is not good.
What?
We gotta
Nah,
win
it's
this
like
one.
lit 15 minutes left.
conversely, like this might affect their momentum. If they can't get into a match, maybe they're gonna wind down. Maybe they won't have the energy anymore. They had it ready to go, but they've simply taken too long to start.
It's that motivation. It's that momentum and motivation.
I think they did.
They're missing.
Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. I could
If
be
they
wrong.
lose that momentum now, coming off from the last mission, they could be in trouble here. They need to just pick a mission and go. They just need to pick one and go.
I don't know, whatever, I don't know.
But again, the first stages
This is why
aren't.
we need GMs to like.
The first stages won't matter at all in this attack stage. It will all be down to the last stage of this mission because we know NIP can get there. It'll just be how well can they perform in the last stage. And 125, we know they can get there, but 125 absolutely dominate the last stages, and that's what's gotten them to this position.
125 are playing amazingly. I'm just
They really
it's
are.
disappointing. A disappointing showing from NIP because I think we all expected this to be a 4-0.
This is really fun to watch.
A
I think
4-0.
Well, even the majority of the people voting in the CET poll about who would win this put it in favour of NIP. I don't think anybody really expected this.
Pick up their
Wait.
Bankroll connection.
just hit
This
F
one's
on
not
card.
that bad.
Collection
We
from
get 2 minutes per
NIP.
pickup.
Will they play this out? It is point hold. Come on, guys.
They're thinking about it.
Yeah, do this.
They're doing it. They're doing it. We have
Here we go.
the final round. Potentially the final round, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. It is Bankroll Collection.
I'll get it.
125 on the defense and NIP on the attack here. Let's see what they can
Do
do.
we need the card? I don't think it.
2 more minutes added
Yeah,
to
we
the
do.
clock. They've got 5 minutes to just pick up an item.
Mission's actually good for us. Last is point hold.
Let's see what.
Gromsy is trying to stop the car, but Gromsy, that is not the primary objective here. You do not need to blow up this car. You're just cucking yourself, Gromsy.
Well,
Gromsy.
they might be looking to just stall the vehicle as much as possible here so that they can set it up and defend the vehicle when it comes to the drop-off. They know it's probably not worth defending the small items because it is just a press F to win stage. And they might be trying to capitalize on the fact that they know where the vehicle is, but they won't be able to see the small items.
This is a great
They
pick for
need- they
NIP.
need a
All they
car
need
to
to do
deliver
is
the
pick it up
items.
and just get it out.
And the
And
quicker they do
hopefully-
it,
and-
the
yeah,
more
and just
time they
if-
get.
If Gromsy keeps playing to stop that vehicle, then NIP will come out on top. Gromsy needs to not be distracted here.
And look at that, NIP, 8 minutes and 40 seconds on the clock. They're going to
Gromsy
have
has the
so
item.
much. It won't matter. They've got so
Yeah.
much time on their hands now.
Yeah, we have one here as well.
See,
Man,
fuck it.
what?
Go to
Is this
objective
like
G and just go.
fucking
You
EO
do not
showdown
need
as
to
well,
defend
where
that.
that's
Just
time?
fucking go.
Oh yeah, it is. What the
Minutes.
fuck?
I think 125 are dropping the ball on this. They do not need to be here.
It's fucking bullshit, man.
Hey, dude.
And again, there it is. Another.
I guess.
Oh, but they don't get the extra time for the drop-off. They've only got 5 minutes to do this. So this will be interesting. We'll have to see how NIP deal with this. They've got 5 minutes to deliver the items and deliver the vehicle, and it's not an instant drop. Gromsy looking to blow up the vehicle.
Fuck. Sorry.
I don't think that'll work in his favor, unfortunately.
He's gonna get up.
We'll have to wait and see. They are holding a defensive
Yo.
position around this.
NIP are hesitant to take the fight.
Teamwork.
Although 125 are doing very
I
well
fucked up,
together
I
here.
went
Pantsus
off.
gets the pick. It is now a 3v2 situation.
OCA really showing off how accurate it is now after these changes.
Absolutely. The OCA's in a really good spot now. Pantsus looking
All
to
I've
get a
seen
flank
this
on
entire-
Gromsy.
All I've seen this fight is OCAs and Joker. Wow.
Pantsus looking to get a pick on Gromsy, but oh man, the accuracy on the OCA there. And there
Scanto
goes the
with his
vehicle.
48 special. 45 special, sorry.
Infi picking up a kill on Amberwin there. Paper Duck still looming around there though. But they've still got an item to pick up, they've still got a vehicle to pick up. Gromsy manoeuvring and repositioning to defend the vehicle. Pantsus has spawned right on top of it.
You need to get E out of there.
This might be all they need though. It looks like Paper Duck and Gromsy are focusing on the vehicle. Pantsus jumped
3
out.
minutes left.
Let's go for the next one.
Yep, but
This is so fucked, man.
Slowly but surely, NIP are getting there.
Just pre-damages, I think.
I'm questioning this
Don't even touch it, I guess.
this 125 strategy on defending the vehicle. It is a tough vehicle.
I
don't
think
know
it
if
might
it's worth
work,
it.
honestly. I think it might work. This looks to be working. Well, there are all the items delivered. NIP don't have to worry about the small item defenses anymore. Now they've got to worry about the big vehicle. And I don't know how they're going to approach this. This is 3 minutes on the clock for them to deliver this vehicle. It's slow. 125 could get some good spawns if they lose this. And Gromsy has pre-damaged the vehicle though.
They need to go
was an
up
accident,
into the parking lot.
It
Because
was an
they've locked
accident.
this car spawner now in the north and east sides.
Potsu getting a pick there on Paper Duck. Another good frag there, frag grenade there by NIP. Gromsy's in trouble.
Questioning this defense from 125. They really should have taken the roof on the parking lot.
They're repairing the vehicle. Gromsy's still stuck there.
That is so unlucky.
Gromsy taking out Infi.
But it was too little too late. It looks like NAP are going to drive away with this.
It's just a shame. I really think at 125 should have been more assertive with destroying that vehicle because they had spawn locked the vehicle in that area, but they did not take proper
But they're
control.
struggling. 125 have got some good spawns here. Like I said, there it is.
Blowtorch is losing that. Yes.
And the item has spawned on them. There's only 1 minute 45 here. NIP need an answer here. This could be it. 125 could run away with this.
You see him?
And NIP need to get just. It's tough. They need to take the parking lot as well. This is a critical spot for them.
NIP are pushing in car vehicle.
Only 1 minute left.
Only 1 minute left. This is all down to NIP now and what they can do here. They're really struggling to make anything happen with this vehicle, and it looks like, yeah, they're getting damage on the vehicle. Scanter's helping out here. But Scanter's down. Gromsy's got the pick. Potsu's trying to drive away with it, but...
I don't think they're able to get it out.
Well, no.
Yes, they are able to get it out.
Maybe.
They're good.
They've only got 1 minute.
Fuck's sake.
They might get this, but Amberwind's right behind it.
NIP are...
Have they abandoned the vehicle? No, they're going to get it at the last second here. This is incredibly close. Oh, wait, did they get it or not?
Looks like they got it. Yes, they did.
Oh, okay. Well,
That's a super good point, man. Defense.
Now
125 almost had this. But now it's an attack swap. NIP are on the defense. This could be it. 125 almost had that. That was an incredibly good play by them. But this is it. 125 are on the attack now. It's a bit of a tricky spot. Scant
Scanter with the 45 special, taking out Amberwind.
Yeah, I'm running all the way there, bro. I'm running all the way there. I don't think they know.
That was incredibly close. And that is quite upsetting. I really thought 125 were going to have it there and then.
Gromsy, on my floor. Cut him, cut him. Shit on, kid. You're ugly.
Okay, well, a bit of an
Gromsy being
appropriate...
called ugly.
Yeah, a bit of an appropriate BM there from...
Let's go!
Well, they're being a little bit inappropriate there in the voice comms, but...
Yeah, they're trash, bro.
Anything to help their motivation now.
Yeah.
My frame still?
Two of them spawn southeast on the gas station. On the gas station. Okay. I'm gonna conk their cars when they spawn them. Paper Dog and Grumsy. Paper Dog and Grumsy, bro.
Yeah, I'm netting which of
It's 6 minutes though, and 125 have a lot of time to do this. If they plan this and organise this well, they could easily take this. NIP are going to have to really bring their game up, but this is where we saw them win their first match.
NIP all taking up on the parking lot, all in their cars, going up, and up.
Yep, 125 have got a strategy here.
I am baiting.
Would we be expecting any conks from any of the other team?
Well,
No,
see,
it looks like they're not going to be stopped. Gromsy getting out of his car for an Infi 1v1.
but Scanter's there supporting, getting a 50.
West, outside west.
Above, on me. Up.
Scanter's been hit very hard by a conk, he's down. Potsu's in trouble.
They're pushing me in feet.
Amberwind, very good kill on Scanter there.
Potsu's going with a bit of a bait here. He managed to win that 2v1 and at least get one kill. Infi's coming in to help, and Infi's killed Amberwind.
Looks like 125 are back to square one.
Not yet. They're really putting pressure on them. If they manage to keep the pressure up, NIP could fold here.
They might have spawned gas station.
This is really all to play for. It's not even last stage, but this is the one that's going to matter. This is where NIP got their first win and stopped 125 from getting to the last stage. Can they do it again?
Going up from the stairwell southeast.
Scanter making very good use of the epinephrine there to get back into position quickly and back into this fight.
Grumsy trying to help out Amberwind.
Looks like they're trying to force favourable scenarios here. Imphy's in trouble. There's a two-man. Scanter's coming in now. Picks off Paper Duck, but Gromsy's still in the area. Amberwind's still up. He's on his own here. He's got to stall, or he's got to get the kill. He gets another on Amberwind. It's now Gromsy versus Scanter. It's Gromsy versus Scanter here. All Scanter needs to do is stall, but they've already got one of the points. Gromsy went and got the point above. There's only 1 point left and 4 minutes left on the clock here.
Scanter feeling the pressure now, holding the default spot.
Paper Duck's back in. It's a 2-on-1 scenario.
Gromsy taking him out.
Gromsy got hit hard there, but I think NIP's team is back in.
NIP's not out yet.
Pantsus gets a two-man. He returns the favour. Amberwind's the last person in for 125, but Imphy and Pantsus are back in. Scanter's getting the car spawner back into the main area. 3 minutes 30 on the clock, and there's only 1 point left to go.
Disgusting spawn and Scanter. 125 really should take care of these car spawns.
Likewise, NIP need to be considerate about the car spawns as well. 125 have got some good car spawns in here as well. They can really make this work if they do an organised push.
Gromsy spawning in Africa, making a way all the way to the objective with Paper Duck. Eventually, Amberwind waiting calmly on the top floor.
They just got their passports checked out by Zimbabwe. They're on their way. But
I'm actually fine here.
Scanter opting to hold inside here. Paper Duck snuck in. He's running up the middle staircase now. He's running straight for the point. This is a really good push here by 125. We've got to see that from their perspective.
What?
Pantsus takes out Gromsy, but Pantsus still on the central staircase, but this is all down to Pantsus. Imphy takes out Amberwind. Pantsus took out Paper Duck. It's a team wipe again for 125 Hertz. They're out again.
25 back to the scoreboard again. But they've got so much time. 2 minutes and a half. They have this. 125 just need to focus.
This is important. They've got enough time on their hands. They don't need to feel the pressure just yet. They need one good coordinated push here, and they can change this about.
All of NIP up on the objective. 3 people are back on the
Imphy's holding up Amberwind. Imphy gets the pick on Amberwind. That's another push down for 125. It's an uphill struggle of a 2v3 here. Imphy and Pantsus both in the middle here, keeping eye on him. Pantsus looking at Gromsy. They know where he is. They're going to get an angle on him here if they're not careful. Pantsus having a fight with Gromsy here, and Pantsus gets the pick.
We should wait for Chubby now.
Yeah.
Unfortunate death from Gromsy there.
Yeah.
He got good hits on Pantsus, but
absolutely.
it wasn't enough.
Considering he was on the back foot there, he did very well to get as much damage as he did. It's a shame no one could capitalise. Looks like 125 are opting to wait for just a second here to get an organised push. It's only 1 minute 30 on the clock here.
Gromsy is back really close on the objective now.
I don't...
Pushing up the southeast
and this is
stairwell.
exactly the problem I was saying for NIP. They didn't spot it. And now everyone's back in.
Towards the north, crossing.
Gromsy having assistance from Amberwind on the southeast.
They're making their way in. They're on the right floor. They're getting nades in. Scanter's getting a few hits on Gromsy. Imphy's on point, but he's taken out Imphy. It's a 2v3 scenario here. Paper Duck's making a flank on Pantsus and Scanter. Paper Duck takes out Pantsus. Scanter's down. That's it. They've made the push at the last second. And we're through to the final round, the final stage. We know 125 steamroll NIP on the final stages here, but will NIP have any answer to this?
Just go.
NIP spawn them the objective. No, they won't. The objective is up for anyone's grabs now. Amberwind is the first on point, 125 advantage.
You want me, Pantsus and Scanter?
If Pantsus and Scanter can get on the objective, they can take out Amberwind, but they just must not give ground to 120.
But Gromsy's in position, ready to strike here.
Scanter's in a powerful
It's a
spot
coordinated
right now.
strike here. Amberwind takes out Scanter. It's a two-man push here from NIP. They take out Gromsy, but he's going to get saturated by nades. Pantsus has to be careful here.
Amazing positioning by Amberwind. I did not expect that.
Imphy gets a kill on Amberwind. Paper Duck's been taken out by Pantsus. That's a team wipe. Those initial points that that 125 is the only saving grace that they've got here, but NIP's got it.
Yeah, that was my fault. Sorry.
It has the objective, but will they have the fortitude to stay in this fight?
Will they hold it? Will they hold it? 125 are very good at turning this about, but we know how good NIP are on the defense here. However, will 125 pull it out the bag again? We've seen them do it. We've seen them break NIP's defenses given enough time, but will they have enough time here? That's the question.
Gromzy thinking of a flank to the east. Do they think that engaging multiple 1v1s is a good idea, or do they think they should reinforce
if they
engage as many 2v1s?
If they can shake it up and make NIP guess where they're coming from, that might be all they need.
Potential misplay from Gromzy. I really think
Gromzy's stuck on the door here, but Amberwind could come from behind Imphy here.
No one wants to make a move.
Oh no! Oh no!
Oh, Gromzy.
Scanter gets the deciding pick there. Then Scanter flicks around to take out Amberwind as well.
I admire the confidence from 125, but I just think it was misplaced.
It was a good attempt, definitely, but that is another wipe from another wipe by NIP on 125.
125 need to focus. They cannot give them the chance. Gromzy, you need to make sure that you play to your advantage. Do not.
He needs to pick his fights better. He needs to pick his fights better, but Scanter's on the corner, ready to go. He had no communication or call-outs there to say where he was.
Slow down. I think you need to stack up with a teammate.
They're getting a bit desperate here. They are turning into desperation rushes here. They're getting wiped over and over. This looks like NIP could take this.
NIP are taking it. 125 cannot let these multiple. They need to push as a team together, not 3 different spots together. They need to push the same area together. They cannot let 1v1s take the duel here. Take the focus here.
They really can't.
They need to take 2v1s or 3v1s. This is such a hard spot to defend.
This is a very, very hard spot to attack, though, because the problem is trying to isolate a member of NIP in a 2v1 scenario is almost impossible, given how small the area is. They can rotate where necessary, but it looks like 125 are going to opt for a multi-flank attack here, with multiple people going in a partial pincer formation here, so 2 from one side, 1 on the other, maybe to try and just shake up NIP and guess where they're coming from.
It looks like, again, they're taking 3 different 1v1s.
But it might work, as long as they get the calls. As long as they get the calls and they can identify where people are. Pantsu's being identified. Gromzy gets a good nade on Pantsu here. Pantsu's going to be in trouble. Pantsu just gets taken out by Paper Duck. Imphy's going to get pushed here. He completely misses him. Gromzy gets the kill on Imphy. Pantsu's going to get a good nade here. Pantsu's frag took out Gromzy, unfortunately. It was a very good play there by Gromzy. Imphy dropping the ball there and just letting Gromzy into a good position there.
It's another reset for 125. What will they do?
They're running out of options. They're running out of chances. And NIP are running away with the last stage again.
Warrior was before at like the door, kind of.
There's a commanding lead here by NIP. Even if they lose this point, they've got more than enough time to retake it. But 125's making a small push here, getting small gains, getting good angles.
Paper Duck and Gromzy together pushing the south.
Imphy's taken out Paper Duck with a good grenade there. Gromzy's going for the high ground. Potsu's up there as well. Potsu misses it. Gromzy gets the pick. Imphy takes out Amberwind. It's only Gromzy on his own here.
I'm spawning on the car.
Letting their concentration slack.
But he's running out of time. He has to push the point now. He hasn't got any option. He has to get on the point now, otherwise it's over. But it's no chance. NIP, bring it back. It's 3-all, and we go into overtime.
Is this it? Is this where 125 falls apart?
Time. Overtime.
I think there was a little bit of a lapse in concentration from 125. They really should have worked together more and rely less on individual skill and rely more on team. They know that they're versing powerful enemies at NIP, so they should use their teamwork and try not to take so much 1v1s.
Yeah.
This is serious, man.
Well, we're in for the first time into overtime. I didn't think this match was going to go like this, but oh my god, what a fantastic match so far.
All the matches today have been very close. It seems the strat from Team NIP is just win the next two. Let's hope that is.
No shit, Sherlock. Just win, forehead.
Guys, we've got overtime now. Just win the next two. Easy.
Easy peasy. Well, I have to give not NIP, sorry. I have to give 125Hz credit. They have really come out guns blazing for this fight. No, not many people, I'm not going to say nobody, but not many people expected them to get this many matches under their belt, let alone take a commanding lead over NIP. And it was only after NIP started giving a shit did they decide to actually take some rounds back. But it was hard fought, and 125 fought on all the way to this overtime.
Fear for 125 that they've just...
And now the question is this. Have 125 lost their nerve here slightly? Have they lost their nerve from losing 2 missions back to back, both attack and defense?
I think so. It's what I said at the beginning. I think NIP have this, and they've awoken a sleeping giant. NIP have now woken up. I think this is it.
Well, we'll see. Have they got the momentum on their side to push this all the way for 2 more wins? They basically get a reverse 4-0 sweep, but have they got the ability to do it, or will 125 come out guns blazing again?
Oh, he says, do you guys want the break? I mean, I'm ready to go.
No, I don't want to break.
Opting against a break here. They're going straight into overtime. They don't want to stop. They just want to keep going and get this over with. Props to them.
They want to keep the momentum up. They do not want to give 125 any sort of chance. They don't want them to think about why did they lose. And I think the reason they lost is that they didn't work as a team. They should have realized their weaknesses in 1v1s and just drive through as a 3-man group or a 2-man group for one area and just 2v1 the person or 3v1. But 3 different 1v1s against defenders, it's not likely.
Admittedly,
against these players, no way.
Admittedly, they didn't have many options on the table.
Not time.
Well, it wasn't the time; it was the location. There weren't many options to actually capitalize on getting a 2v1 scenario. They'd have to have baited people away from the objective, and the plaza's close and open at the same time, with plenty of advantageous points for defenders. Meaning, if you try to push one way, you've got to keep pushing that way and try to isolate that one person. They did it twice. They got the person off the top of they got both Pantsus and Infi off the top of the roof, but couldn't capitalize because their teammates were already dead. So it really does matter now.
3 times, 6 different POVs.
NIP have got the momentum now. They've got it in their favor, but they can't allow themselves to get overconfident. If the last 3 wins that 125 got on them means anything, they know that they'll need to focus for this, and they'll need to work together.
Maybe this is what NIP need. They need the fact that they're 1 mission away from getting out of this tournament. They have finally woken up. Let's hope.
They've got a safety net now. They have a safety net. Remember, the team has to win by 2 clear victories. They have to win 2 missions back to back. That's an attack and a defense. But again, they can't afford to keep being on the back foot here. If they're going to make the push, they've got to do it now. Use the momentum of the last 2 wins. Use the fact that 125 might be demoralized just slightly from those 2 losses, and capitalize.
125 are ready now. Now we wait another 20,000 minutes for the
a mission.
gods to give them a mission that they want to play.
Defending so hard now, though. Actually.
Part of me's thinking that if 125 want to take this out of the box, they should ready up with a scavenger mission. Fuck it.
Yo, I'm hella fucking mental right now. Look at him.
And I think they also reduce the time it takes to do certain objectives.
Yo. Chill. Jesus, God, like, I'm on the stream.
Shoot.
Whoever wins this, at this point, whoever wins this doesn't matter. Both teams have displayed fantastic
I like it.
performances.
Cringe
Each
their
player
jerseys.
has shown capability beyond belief and have really excelled themselves today. Even if they don't win, they can take away the fact that they have played incredibly. And played by example how good players can be in this game when they really put their mind to it.
You're mentioning right now. Spawned by a boomer.
Scanta will underperform.
No, it wasn't me
But-
actually.
Scanta
think it
will
was.
win. Underperforming or not.
It's shit, man. Winning is all that matters.
Hell yeah, man. Can you drive in the kid item, please? One kitty. It never works when I try to do item shit. Real talk, someone else should do it.
Yeah, you don't know how to.
Yeah, I only go 1-7 for no reason. 1-6.
Orc mentality, bro.
Because when you guys go
So,
into item, I push
going
W.
into overtime, 125 will be taking the first attack mission.
I wish I don't nades shit.
What do you think that's going to mean?
I think it means that it's fairly simple for NIP. They've always been good at defending. It's just they must not let them get to the final stage. It's if they let them get to the final stage, then history dictates that 125 will get the upper hand here. They seem to be more chill and more relaxed at this than NIP.
Yeah.
The fucking,
It seems the little bit of brief repose that they've had here, just waiting for overtime, has kind of let them calm down a bit and refocus and get ready for the next mission.
I'm not pledged to anyone.
So we'll have to wait and see how this translates into the next match.
Curious how like NIP's best player is from NA.
Well, it's good to see that there are still some NA players in this game. They're at the top of the leagues here. It's really nice to see that we still have some really good NA players able to take part in these EU tournaments and win. I mean, let's be honest, it is mostly an EU tournament here. EU in Russia, to be fair. And I think he is the only NA player in the roster. They've got a mission. It's cleaning up controversy. 125 Hertz leading the attack here for the first overtime mission for match 2 of the Run the Streets APB 3v3 tournament presented to you by the Community Events team. And here we go. Looks like Pantsus managed to actually catch up to the lead cars here for from 125. They're trying to get onto the point early here, but the defenders are right on top of them. Scanter's taking up a position here. Imphy's still loafing around in the mobile home. Pantsus gets the first pick. Amberwin takes out Pantsus. Gromsy gets a kill on Imphy.
Excellent kill on the mobile.
Yeah, absolutely. Paper Duck picking up Scanter. And that's the wipe. NIP have lost the first defense stage.
Amazing showing from 125.
That is the kind of aggression they need to put through into every stage of this match if they want to win this. NIP, they're loafing around a bit. There goes Scanter. Amberwin's got a pick.
Looks like the momentum is on 125's.
Absolutely. That's a good nade from
Ballsy play
Pantsus.
from Imphy.
Ballsy play from Imphy. He does manage to do enough damage to Amberwin for Pantsus' overhead grenade to get the kill there. Gromsy's on the point though.
Positioning from Paper Duck. Look at that car blocking the objective.
That's really smart play there from 125. Really well
I'm not
done.
even sure. Was that intended, or do you think they really
sure,
had the synergy there?
you know what? I'm sure that was intended.
I'm sure he did. Yes, Paper Duck, amazing positioning with that car there.
Pantsus gets the pick here. They are defending the small item on the ground.
Can going for the tag kill.
But he gets it. Is he going to get Imphy as well? No, they lose both small items on the curb of the street there. Now, will NIP be able to maximise... What will they be able to capitalise on this and stall them for as long as possible?
Yep.
Scatter not sure whether to get out. Looks like he will tail Amberwin.
Do we know where everyone is?
No, it looks like he's defending the items, refusing to get out of his car. Everyone's refusing to get out of their car.
This match means a lot here. It can determine the flow of the game regarding who wins this. Looks like Gromsy is not going to go straight for the items here. He did see NIP in vehicles ready to go. Scanter's getting some initial damage on that vehicle. Gromsy refusing to get out the car. He's out now. He's making a push on Pantsus, but that 2v1 scenario is not going to get him any favours there. He's out. Pantsus
And
is still up and
really
running.
want this win. They are not going easy at all.
NIP are putting the pressure on. They've just achieved another team wipe.
I think this is the
Man,
first
it's
time
one
I've
of
seen
these
NIP
fucking
actually
shits where
wake up this
they all
tournament.
already
Like, why
know
has it
where
come
we
to this?
coming
Why is it
from.
now
It's
they
on
are
the
working more as a team?
They need to be careful if they manage to win this match, and there is still everything to play for. 125 could wake up again and completely wipe them.
You already know, man.
If
Impy
NIP
has
get
the
through.
Oscar out and Scanter. Does he have the DMR or did I see that wrong?
I'm not sure. We'd have to move over. Bear with me 1 second. Let's move over to... Yes, Scanter
the
is
DMR.
using the DMR.
Remember when DMR
Impy has the Oscar.
as well,
Very
yeah.
good place from Impy today with the
attack him
Oscar.
and push him,
It's
right?
not looking good
Amber
for
Wind
125.
in trouble. Amber Wind 2-tapped by Scanter's
Come see on the fence.
DMR.
No, just straight side.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
Scanter is the enigma this match. He is totally shown up.
He's down the street towards the spawner.
Great pick for NIP.
What a fantastic nade on Scanter there. I didn't even see who threw that.
He was before. He didn't get the item though. He
Paper Duck pushing in, looking to get the items here, putting pressure on Scanter.
hit once.
Scanter's hit once. Scanter's hit Paper Duck once. Impy's Pantsus back in.
Paper Duck is
Amber
does
Wind.
not want to push this.
Amber Wind was almost out, but managed to get away there safely. Scanter's watching the angle. Oh, Amber Wind's got a hit on Impy there. Amber Wind takes out Impy. This could be a changer here. Pantsus the only
Scanter is
person left.
untouchable in this position. He doesn't seem to give a shit
I'm
at
good, I'm
all.
good.
125 need to get this guy out of it.
Oh, a little
Looks like the
bit.
Griefers are taking care of it though.
Yeah.
Scanter has been taken out potentially by the Griefer, unfortunate as it is.
Paper ducks on me. Pushing.
Gromzy's down.
Push Paper duck
I
pushing.
can't keep up with this. Pantsus is just going off right here. Amber Wind's picked up the kill. I think Amber Wind's got the items now.
Yeah,
got the item,
I'm
they got the
going to back to him.
Certainly an unfortunate situation. I do not think Scanter would have lost that position if the
Pantsus in
Griefer
front.
wasn't there.
Amber Wind's got the items, but they're on foot here. They need to go. Amber Wind's taken out Scanter. Yep.
They're doing amazing damage with the DMR. Will it be enough to take out that vehicle that they're
Your
in?
car, your car.
We're not sure. They may have a blowtorch here ready to go. We need to see what NIP are going to do. I think they just switched cars. They're making their way towards the point. Will NIP mobilize in time to get to the defense point in time before 125 get? They've got 25 seconds on the clock. This is everything to play for. Are they going to get there in time? That's the question. Or have
I'm
NIP
thinking
done enough?
125 will get there beforehand. 125.
We don't know. We don't know. It's 10 seconds on the clock. They're 100 meters out. Are they going to make it in time?
Civilian car.
Elf NIP are already inside. Pantsus gets the first pick on Gromzy. Is this it? It is. NIP take the first round of overtime.
Absolutely disgusting.
I
NIP.
cannot believe it.
It's so unfortunate that NIP almost lost because of this Griefer, but they managed to stay on top.
They stalled 125 hertz just long enough that they couldn't get the items and get to the drop-off in time. But in fairness, as soon as Amber Wind switched to that DMR, they were all over them. It's just a shame it took them so long to get to that decision.
Such a rare gun to see at high-end play.
But with matches like
Normally you
this,
see Obears and Obeas. Like,
I'm actually
is there a
surprised that
DMR?
nobody's taking the OBIR. Maybe the changes that they made to it have kind of put people off it.
a bit too jarring. They don't have as much CQC defense now with that bolt timer in there.
What the fuck?
It's all yours.
Well, advantage to NIP. They have
Advantage
to win this
NIP,
next match.
yeah.
The GM.
This is it. NIP are on the attack though. It was
Oh yeah, they didn't do interviews before.
NIP are on the attack here.
No one was here so long.
Yeah.
Oh, they did.
Looks like they're ready on a mission. Rough diamond
Yeah,
for
Amber
Team
would say he wanted to
NIP.
do
Will
it.
they decide against it? Chances are they will abandon. Yep, they will. It's a scavenger mission. They do not like them.
They don't like those scavenger missions.
Kiss the quarter.
Get this boomer out of here, man. What's he griefing?
No JG allowed is the current ruling. No JG and no HVR or explosive weapons are allowed in the tournament. But just to remind everyone at home, if NIP win this next match, they are through to the next round. If they win the next round, sorry, If they win the
they
next
lose-
mission, if they lose,
if
it's
they-
a reset.
And it's back to the next team has to win 2 in a row. Right
So-
now, it's advantage to NIP, so they're on the second match. If they win this one, they are through.
Look at this boomer.
It is incredible, but this is where we are now.
He has Dank Warrior.
That's the current score. I don't think anyone was expecting it to be this close.
Abandon?
Yeah, that's better.
NIP
Let's get some
picking
randos.
their attack mission.
Yeah, we need one as
Easy
well.
mode.
They're
It's
not
gonna
too
be
sure
fair.
about CEO Showdown.
GMs,
It ends in 1-point hold. Why would they be against
There's a few dodgy stages in the middle that are tricky to attack, which I think is what they're
Okay.
opting out of.
That is true, and you get like a bonus of what, 2 minutes per stage?
Yeah,
It's a bit.
it is a tricky time edition mission there.
Legit winning like against OC Kunjak is right next to their face, dude.
Yeah, whatever you say.
Yeah.
You're always right.
Check the pub. You check the pub.
Wait, okay. I will.
Don't check the pub that one mission.
Okay, okay. Or the 2?
That
Two missions?
wasn't that bad. I mean, I only died because I tried to play for team. The other one I actually missed everything. When I
Oh,
was
that's the
there.
first time.
Swords are nice.
Ah,
Kill man.
I'd gladly go 0 and 10 if it means you win, though.
Same. Execute me.
I don't care.
Execute
That's
me
what I
here.
win.
Why am I not ready? Sucks.
Get in their head, remember?
Oh yeah, yeah. Yep, cock.
NIP already. Hopefully the mission will not be a scavenger.
Yo.
So are you surprised by this? Like, we all
I am
expected
speechless.
NIP. Like, this should have been a 4-0.
I am
see.
absolutely speechless. I did not expect 125 to make this much of an impact on NIP at all. But
I
NIP
would say, like-
have just been fumbling. They've been fumbling around, and 125 have just gone, you know what? We are a good team. This is what we can do. Let me show you how we win this. And they almost did.
Oi, oi, oi.
Right, this one was bad actually. No,
Once
that was-
again, a scavenger
wasn't that
mission
heavy,
for
actually?
NIP. Abandoned.
I think it's
Standard.
the same. Why are we only getting shit missions? Where's GMs?
Like, I genuinely did not expect this to go this long. I honestly thought God Complex versus Abstract would be longer. I honestly thought there'd be a bigger fight there, and in fairness, Abstract did a lot more than I expected, but I was genuinely expecting a 4-0 sweep from NIP, but they haven't done it. But they're in position now to win this. It's taken them a while, but they are in position to take this away. But again, you can't say anything about 125's showing here. Even if they lose this, it's been an incredible match for them, and they have done
I am
incredibly
impressed.
well.
Like, everything was stacked against them, yet they've made it this far.
Ironside, bro. That Ironside is so bad. Look at the
It's
Ironside.
like a,
dude.
yeah. It's like a fucking, it's a hexagon.
Jeez. No wonder font is square, dude. Like an OPGL or some shit. Like grenade launcher, fucking cheating. You know what I mean, guys?
Come on, APB gods. Give NIP
Give
a
us-
mission that isn't a scavenger so we can just get this over with.
This has been going on for almost 3 hours.
Off, man. I feel like I'm gonna have a heat stroke.
Point hold.
Abandon.
Oh my god.
Only
Come on! Give them a mission! Give them a mission they want to play.
Hey, Kemp, can you check your DMs for a sec? Would you want to do that? Or do you want to save it for another time?
Next time round.
Who did you pledge to before?
Next time round. I'll get him in for round 2.
In the start I was to 15 contact. Justin Tang. Now I'm not pledged to anyone.
Just as a reminder, God Complex did win against Abstract 4 wins to 1. Abstract did manage to sneak an attack victory. It was a very bizarre first match of the tournament. all the wins coming from attack stages, with one defense mission win on God Complex's side to determine the match. But God Complex won all of their attack missions.
I think he's tilted.
And Abstract won an attack mission as well.
He keeps dying all the time.
It's just curious now. One NIP have the advantage, but with this downtime, ruin that. With this ruin the bonus that they have going. Would this stop them in their path? Because this is taking a long time to give them a mission.
Nah, I'm not.
No, they're not interested in a DM.
Yeah, you just know that hack's gonna be a fucking shit.
Not interested in that last stage either. They need to get something. They're going to run out of time to pick a mission, and they're just going to have to go with what they get.
Nah, that's heavy item.
Pineapple.
Oh my
No,
gosh.
No, we have abandoned that as well.
How much time we have left though? Disqualified soon?
I don't think so.
I think Camp is mad. Yo, I
We
wanna
have
play
like
some fucking
15
Talk,
or 20 minutes left to choose a mission, so we got a lot of time, we're fine.
I wanna
Just
play
wait,
some
man.
fucking Talk, innit?
Graffiti, pick up, drop.
Political favor now for NIP.
That's actually a good. That is a.
Do you want to?
To go, guys.
It's a go. I think this is it. Here we go. Match point. NIP. Is this going to be it? And here we go.
You're right, actually, you're right. We got this, man, we got this. Easy build.
This is it.
Investigate.
OCA, Oscar, and another weapon I didn't see on 125 Hz's side, but it looks like
It's right now.
looks like NIP are going to stick with their tried and tested method of OCA, Oscar, and I think OCA. So 2 OCAs and an Oscar.
Yeah, I'm going for Amber. He's trying to go.
Looks like 125 are going to go for the school roof. I was going to say the schoolgirl building. I don't know why. Languages.
Scans are making easy work of Bromsey there.
NIP making a very quick attack on this, not letting 125 Hz set up ideally here. They are going to get this first point if they're quick.
Going for the objective, doing
Oh,
objective A right
they're now
now.
wasting time and changing equipment just to do the objective.
Yeah, I mean, I'll get it.
Infi holding off 125 Hz.
You have control of the objective, guys. Just do it.
Just do the point. Come on. Get it over with.
I didn't know I had spray. But I do, actually.
Right, stage 2. 5 minutes on the clock, 1 graffiti point to do, but here comes 125. They're making their way over to the point first. If they can set up in time.
Will NIP play for this at all? Will they make it easy work of this CQC spot? Who knows?
We'll have to wait and see. They do have the lineup.
Infi on the drop.
They're already on the point. Infi's holding outside. They've already got someone on the point ready to go. Infi is making good moves on Gromsy, but Gromsy gets the pick here. They've got the point, though. They're on to stage 3. 125 really need to step their game up here and get on those defensive points early, or at least stall.
It's too much of a snow. If 125 Kurtz cannot defend the point, they should just probably prepare for the next one. But I think they have this one on lockdown now. Amberwind and Grobsy moving into C and D. They are first to the objective.
Absolutely. They got a good position there. They were already set up to go down this direction, so they were able to make it here first. It is a bad spot. We'll have to see what they decide to do here. They could take German.
An awkward spot for OCA.
They could take German. It looks like they are going to get Amberwind up to Overwatch from German. That's going to be something NIP is going to have to think about here. Potsu's already making their way in. I don't think he noticed that Amberwind's up in German. Scanter coming around the backside here. Going to push a fight
with an OCA. Will he make massive plays here?
He's picking a fight with Gromsy. He's probably going up onto the roof above Gromsy to get a pick here. Gromsy flanking around. Potsu pushing in as well to put pressure on Gromsy. Scanter may have just ran through. We'll have to wait and see here. Potsu still distracting Gromsy. Doesn't know where Scanter is. Gromsy gets the kill on Potsu, but Scanter's already in doing objective D. Is he going to have enough time? It looks like he's gone off it. He's going to try and get Gromsy off it here. But Gromsy's doing well to hold him off. But Infi's in as well. All 3 of NIP members have snuck in and basically snuffed Amberwind being on top of German.
He can't find the shots, unfortunately. Scanter going to do objective D. No one's there to stop him.
Paper Duck closing in. He's on the white roofs now, overlooking D. Is he going to be able to stop them? It doesn't look like it.
He's in there to assist Scanter. 2v1 on Paper Duck.
It looks like they are stalling long enough here, though. They
Yeah.
they have obtained objective D here, but Paper Duck is still in the AO, waiting to stop them on C. Amberwind is going to have a good position here. Amberwind can force them to go through the alleyways. Maybe they can capitalize on this and force the close quarters. But it looks like someone's trying to take out Amberwind. Pantsus has been taken out. Gromsy was coming to assist, but it's not needed. Paper Duck is the only one left in the area. If Scanter and Infy decide to push this and manage to get an angle on C without Amberwind seeing, they could take
He's
this.
on the north roof.
The unfortunate situation that NIP find themselves in is
He's on the white roofs.
they need control of German Fortress.
What we have to appreciate here is that 125 are doing a very, very good job stalling them. Keeping on the move, not letting them get kills. Stalling them, keeping them in cover. That's all they need to do here. If they can stall them for long enough, they can get people into position to finish them off. Infy is now in a lot of trouble here. Gromsy's make a good push here. Gromsy gets the kill on Infy. Amberwind takes out Pantsus.
It's amazing to see how Gromsy has evolved through this tournament. He's got more confident with himself, and he has he's constantly taken out these players.
And it's only the first match. So imagine what he's going to do in the next couple of matches if they win this. Scanter's on his own inside. Gromsy getting a few good hits here. It looks like 125 have really pushed through here and gotten confident again. Scanter making a
got the
play.
momentum on his side. Come on, Gromsy.
And there it is. Amberwind gets the pick on Scanter there after Gromsy putting a lot of pressure. Now Scanter's going to be out of position here as Pantsus and Infy will have to wait for him. Amberwind might be in trouble here if they decide to push Amberwind here, but they might do that. Considering how much of a pressure Amberwind is putting on the point with the scout here. Pantsus just waiting. They've only got a minute 30. Are we going to see a reset here? Paper Duck's on the white roofs, watching the angles here, waiting to see if they make a move. They're just exchanging phone numbers. Paper Duck is eliminated, has gotten a pick on Infy here. Infy's move has been stopped.
Gromsy really wants to take out Cozy. Look how confident he
But
is right
here's
now.
the
He's really feeling it.
Here's the thing. He's playing this exactly how he should. He's stalling. Pantsus can't do anything here. He's just stalling them, wasting time. They've only got a minute left. They've lost 2 to 3 chances to push the objective here. They now have 2 people in a Vegas, but Gromsy is still harassing them, preventing them from moving on to the point. Amberwind is still up top.
Much. He's only just being there, and well, now he's dead.
Well, Infy's dead. Well, they managed to get a trade there, and that was worth it. Pantsus up, but Amberwind's still on the roof.
Yeah.
Pantsus making the way to German.
A bit more from Gromsy.
It was fine. That's all he needed to do. Paper Duck is still on, waiting to go. Potsu's taken out Gromsy there. They've only got 20 seconds left. I think we're going to see a reset here.
Count on me. Need help?
125 Hertz pulling out.
Amberwind taking out Scanter there. This is it. It's a reset. We're going through to a reset unless something incredible happens. 125 have played this flawlessly. And that's it. We've got a reset.
Yes.
Well done to 125 holding that off. I think that is the first attack mission that NIP have actually lost before getting to last stage.
It's getting to them.
Oh, yes.
Is this the moment where NIP start to fall back?
We don't know. We really don't know. We'll have to see what this next attack mission is like and whether or not 125 push through to last stage. We haven't seen a last stage in 2 missions now. Both overtime missions have not seen the last stage. They're really going to have... NIP are going to have to do something here.
The ladder was like he fell.
It's
I guess
weird.
I
That
shouldn't
went
have called it at all. Then you just gonna climb back up.
because I went there instantly, on the ladder side. Didn't see anything.
I'm honestly surprised. I'm honestly surprised that NIP didn't opt to switch weapons more there. They could have gotten ranged and gotten an angle on Amberwind, but they just didn't decide to go for it. They kept trying to push close.
Gromsy was instrumental in just delaying everyone.
Absolutely.
Just being there, just existing.
And that was all they
enough
needed to
for them
do.
distract them.
And that is the biggest pain in the ass for any APB player, knowing that they can't kill you, you can't kill them, and they're wasting your time, especially on attack.
Yeah.
Dude, I could kill Paper Duck at the end there too. I just fucked up.
So we're back to a reset here. Either team can run away with this now. But it's up to 125 hertz, I believe, to start the attack again.
Scanta looking to concentrate on this next match. He's turned off all chat icons. He's just turned off district chat. He's looking to get into that zen moment. And once again, here we are, waiting for the APB gods to grant a mission that isn't a scavenger.
Mm-hmm.
Now the question is it, do they need to win 2 missions in a row? Or is it this, the winner of this mission, that's it?
I really don't know. If 125 hertz manage to win their attack
Imagine if
stage,
this was the final match, you know?
NIP will have to do something. They'll have to change it up because they can't afford to get caught again and stuck on an attack. But if 125 can push through to get it to last stage and then win, they could run away with this.
It just goes to show that we all expected who the winners were, but it's just gone all up in the air now. I just don't know anymore. I was for sure expecting a 4-0 from NIP. And here we are with a 4-4 and a draw in overtime.
Hurry up, hurry up.
Your dad's 44. Your dad is 44.
In getting 4-4 is so fucking good. If we probably would...
What?
Wait, what?
They started a mission for us now.
Abandon it, I guess. Just say in the chat, Lamaziv.
Oh my gosh, I have no idea what to say anymore. This has gone on much longer than expected.
I think
oh dear.
Started the game for us.
I think so as well, because we weren't ready, right?
Yeah, I don't think so.
I genuinely can't believe this. I didn't expect it to be this close.
Looks like a solid mission for 125.
Yeah,
Will they play this out? Come on, 3-point hold. Let's go, guys. Come on.
They've got to go.
They've got to go. Come on, 125. Go.
Yeah, they're going for it. They're going for it. Here we go.
We don't
Reset 1.
We're just playing the game.
Yeah.
Reset 1. Here we go. So 125 on the attack again. It's up the arse. Null. And it's a 2-stage raid, or 2-point raid, followed by a 2-ism drop-off, followed by a 1-point raid, followed by a drop-off, finishing in a 3-point hold. The time is pretty. The timing is pretty fair here. 5 minutes apiece for each stage, but we'll
look at this objective though. Long range spot. NIP favor. I think NIP have this. Just
that's
by luck
if they get there in time. That's if they get there in time. Because
they've made a good showing.
125 are already there. 125 are already on top of it. All they need to do is hold their wits about them and get on it. But they haven't.
Absolutely dumpstering 2 players there. That's
and
it.
NIP is starting to show their colours again. Here we go again.
Yeah, I do. But I couldn't be on it.
Can they keep this up though?
That's the
3
question.
minutes to go.
That's the question.
Fucking Cozy was going highway and shit.
But as we get into these later missions, the fatigue's going to set in, frustration's going to set in that they can't finish this and get a win. It's a war of attrition, like I said. Which team is going to be able to hold their nerve and actually come out on top here? It really could go either way.
I want to see Scanta switch the range here. I really want to see the long range dominance of the Obeya, but I'm afraid I won't. I'll just see some OCA game.
He might go DMR, we don't know. Because there are some nice 90-meter sight lines here that they could work on. And If he decides to go for it, that could be problematic for 125. But they are dumping themselves onto the A point here. NIP not showing up.
Oh, he doesn't even see
NIP, come on, don't let them do objective A.
And they've got it. 125 have snuck in and grabbed A, and that's it. It looks like NIP
need to be more assertive here.
looks like NIP are deciding to hold the B point here by taking control of the destroyed warehouse. But Paper Duck sneaking in, going for objective B. NIP are out of position. NIP are out of position here. Amberwind looking for a long flank here. Paper Duck going in close to try and get an angle here. But all of NIP are just sticking to the other side of the warehouse, not letting them get on the point. Gromzy's going to push for it now. Gromzy's on the point. It's already halfway done. Will Imphy do anything? He stopped him. Pantsus come round and finally flanked and got the kill. But is now Pantsus out of position? We don't know.
Just Scanter remaining now. Scanter's taken an 8. Scanter is down.
Scanter's down. Pantsus the last in. We don't know where Imphy is. Pantsus just taken out Paper Duck. Looks like NIP are getting respawns to the southeast. Gromzy is opting to switch weapon here. It looks like he's going to go to the scout. I think they're going to double up on the long range options here. Amberwind is still in, but they're looking to try and get angles on that warehouse to prevent NIP from setting up. But Pantsus got a good shot on Gromzy out in the open here.
Gromzy whiffing too many shots.
Oh no, he didn't want to take the fight there. That was such a bad decision by Gromzy. He should have gotten in his car, got to a position with cover, not take the fight out in the open, regardless if that meant Pantsus gets on the roof. He was just completely out of position there. But Amberwind and Paper Duck are in. They're close to the point. They could push this. Scanter takes out Paper Duck. Amberwind's on his own. Amberwind gets a pick on Pantsus. That's their overhead cover gone. Gromzy's in a good position here to cover the warehouse, but Amberwind's nowhere near the point yet. There's only 1 minute left. Scanter's holding short on the point, using the cover to his advantage here.
Can't do anything, man.
That's fine. Yeah, he spawned there again.
Scanter's inside the garage shit.
Well, it looks like 125 are aware where NIP are. Let's see it from NIP's perspective, what they think is going to go down.
In the inside balcony.
Yeah, I see him above me. I'm hiding.
Amberwind, Paper Duck getting a good angle on the overpass there, overlooking the point. It looks like Pantsus might be trying to do something. Imphy's taken out Amberwind. That's a great shot there by Imphy, taking out Gromzy as well. Paper Duck is the last in on the overpass. He has been tagged by the scout. Now, is Paper Duck going to try and hold point, or is there a push left? I don't know. There's no car spawners nearby. Gromzy and Amberwind are going to have to push in. Paper Duck is making one last desperate push here. There's 10 seconds left on the clock, but once again, NIP showing that they know how to defend objectives. They got a really good point, in fairness. Pantsus taking up Paper Duck. There's the win for NIP, and they go to advantage again. We're now 5-4 or 4-5, depending on which way you want to read this.
That was a very quick match. I think NLP have the momentum now.
It's a repeat of stage 1 of match 1, but what you have to remember, that was a very easy point to defend for NIP. Plenty of cover, plenty of good elevated points to hold, good players on scout. 125 had a big uphill fight there on their hands. And they just couldn't make anything work.
Will they go for the next mission regardless? I think they'll end up just waiting and waiting and waiting. If they leave this to wait so much, they might just lose the momentum they've just got.
Yeah, they need to stop.
I think they should take the next mission.
We know NIP are notorious for playing about here. They're having a bit of fun, and that's fine, but they need to get on with it. Like, if they keep tempting fate here and playing around and deliberately losing a mission or two, maybe if they are, they're going to be in trouble, and it will be that one mission that they can't defend or can't attack. And then 125 runs away with it. And 125 are more than capable here to take them out. I genuinely thought there was going to be a bigger skill difference between these two teams, but 125 have really quelled that doubt in my mind. They are very even, these two.
It's just a difference in team composition here. One team is just excellent at like the standard like skill. But one team seems to be really good at the teamwork. And that is 125. They've consistently come up on top in terms of teamwork. But when it comes to the individual skill showings, I think NIP are coming out on top there. But I think now it just goes to show. I think NIP are going to win this now. They have the momentum on their side. They were the favourites. They are the favourites.
Yeah, but I think the main thing here is, as you mentioned, mechanically, the players of NIP are better. There's no question there. You can see how they played. They are on point more.
Nope.
It is just a matter of making sure that they can utilize their strengths appropriately. But 125 are doing what they can to stop that from happening by utilizing much better and much more efficient teamwork to get the wins. They don't have to go for the kills here. The KD doesn't matter. If they get the points and they play the objective...
Oh, item hold for Team NIP. Oh, instant abandoned from Infi. Looks like they're not confident on item hold.
They need to pick. They need to go for one of these missions. Even the referee and the GMs are getting fed up. They need to just take this attack stage and go.
Yeah, I mean, they have the speed and the momentum on their side. They can't let it wait. I think if they just wait too long, it might just end up back in 125 Hz's favor.
They need to agree to do one of these stages. If they're not, there might be a decision made by the refs.
Alright, let's win, man. Play hard as fuck. I'm gonna aim so hard, man. What's this shit?
Raid drop.
Another item hold for Team NIP.
Are they gonna do it?
No, yes.
It's like they will.
No. Oh my god, come on!
I think it was actually fine.
Yeah, but we waste too much time.
It's that they don't like item holds either. It's, I think they lost the item hold, did they not? Against the 125. It's a cursed mission for them.
Yo, I'm just doing some mental warfare right now, bruh.
I hear you,
I feel it, bro. I feel it.
Yo. Hey, yo, 2.
Hey, yo, 2.
Yo, Sally Beyond.
They need to accept one of these attack stages. They can't just keep messing about here.
Let's play the hardest mission in the game and win.
Yeah, do you guys wanna...
Are they going to finish this on Creme de la Crime? That would be interesting.
Going by what's happened previously, they're not going to ready up on Creme de la
They'll
Crime.
just abandon it, yeah.
I mean, I would love that match as a final match.
I mean, for everything that we've had. Daring Deeds, come on.
Daring Deeds? Deathmatch?
Daring Deeds with Dodgy Dive.
But we could also run.
They're discussing it. They don't know.
Are we going or are we...
Come on, guys. Oh, they're going for it!
They're going for it. This is it. Daring Deeds. We're going to have a team deathmatch at the end of this. This is going to be interesting. Advantage NIP for maybe the last match of the night.
Death matches are always a bit of an enigma, a bit of a random one.
It's all the wall hacks, unfortunately. Here comes Scanter. Scanter on Gromsy there, pushing them off, not letting the defenders set up here.
Because of the indecision and hesitation from both teams. Imagine what it's going to be like with a TDM when you can see everyone all the time. I just fear that it's just going to be no one's going to be shooting each other on the TDM stage.
It's going to be what I call it, a tedious deathmatch, where they just sit there and do nothing.
You're going to sit there, do 1 damage, 5 damage, and then just wait for them to reach in.
And then
it's
run
going to
away.
end on a...
Yeah, it's going to end on a tie. But if it ends on a tie, I think that goes towards NIP here. I think. I'll have to check with the judges. I can't make that decision. I don't know what the call is on a tie.
We need T, we need T, we need T, we need T.
We need to switch
We need T first.
I'll have to actually check this.
Wait, is this on Joshy's castle? This might be an amazing spot for
This is
Scanter.
this is on
Especially
this
trained
is
for
Joshy's castle. It's like poetry in motion.
Okay, Scanter.
Scanter, you're home.
Amazing plays from you.
Scanter, you're home.
Paper Duck's flanking southeast. He's going around to the front.
It looks like he does not want to get out of his car. Gromsy wants Scanter out, but Scanter's having none of it.
Paper Duck getting a pick there on Pantsus, making sure that they can't get set up here. The attackers are going to have to defend a little bit, prevent the first wave of defenders getting in before they start making pushes in.
On Scanter here.
Paper Duck picking up both kills. Scanter's on his own on the bridge.
Running away. Gromsy's scaring him.
He's in a bad position there. We'll have to see. Gromsy getting some very good hits there, but he's out of position here. Scanter, he's got to be careful.
Both are in an awkward spot. Maybe both should fall back.
They don't have to take every fight, but this is close.
Go on, Scanter. You have a T25 behind you.
Oh,
He's
Scanter thinks he's got the advantage. He's
the red
pushing
mist
Gromzy.
the red mist has descended. He is not gonna get that win. He is not gonna get that fight.
It was a bit ambitious.
Way too ambitious. But he wants to get home. Joshy's castle is his home. Going back to Gromzy's perspective here, he's just been naded by Imphy. Imphy's got a sight here, but Paper Duck is holding this down very well, taking out Pantsus once again.
It's not there anymore. I don't know where he went back.
125 getting some
inroads onto the objective.
Absolutely, 125 making some getting themselves set up here, opting not to go onto the roof just yet, but Amberwind is going across the street there onto the alternate balcony to see if they can get some
choosing
angles.
a scout, not a DMR or an Abea. Interesting choice. Getting the hit on Gromzy, maybe it's a great choice.
Pantsus has also gone scout and taken out Amberwind. That is their flanking their flanking player down. It's down to Paper Duck and Gromzy to lock this down. Pantsus still across the road, so can't really go for the point here. But where is Infy and where is Scanter? Pantsus gets taken out in the middle of the street there. They've just snuck in and took the point. They've just taken C.
Taken out with a jump shot. Now Scanter moving up on objective D.
Infy taking out Gromzy, but Amberwind should be back into this play here. But they're on the wrong side of Joshy's castle. They're on the wrong side of Joshy's castle, and just like that,
it's the Wasp magic. The Wasp magic. They know what to do in Joshy's castle.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's back into the shopping mall of financial. This is another good spot for 125. They might be able to hold this down. Gromzy opting to go for a delay strategy here. But he's on the wrong road. He might be able to get Scanter here. No.
Gromzy has been really good at this.
He has.
It looks like he's going to make his way out.
He's predicted it wrong here. Looks like Pantsus might get the pick here.
Gromzy is now out.
Take
out Pantsus.
That was BM by Pantsus. He didn't need to take that fight, and yet he did want to close. He wanted to CQC Gromzy with a scout.
And Pantsus paid the price for that. He is now out with the count.
On F.
What a muppet.
Yeah. Cozy is spawning towards southwest.
He's going for E. He's going for
Gromzy feeling really confident with himself now, taking plays that he really shouldn't, but he's ending up getting a kill in it.
We've seen this position before. NIP were able to, I believe, attack this, weren't they? Or was that Abstract and God Complex? I can't remember. There's been so many matches, I can't remember exactly what's going on everywhere. They have got a car spawner in near E, though. Gromzy's close, short to E. Might be able to hold this. They're looking to get rid of the car spawner soon.
Excellent timing on Scanter taking out Amberwind just as he's opening the door there.
Paper Duck.
Really unfortunate for Amberwind.
Paper Duck picking up the pieces there and taking out Scanter.
Paper Duck taking the upper position on the balcony with a scout.
Gromzy was up.
Gromzy looking for a flanking maneuver here, going up top. Looking to see if he can get
spawning
a
in a spawn car. Let's see what he does next. Hopefully he takes up the west side. I expect him to take up west.
Pantsus
oh
has
no, he's going to go for Amberwind.
Scanter,
easy kill on Amberwind. GG spawn.
But here comes Gromzy. Gromzy's got a pick on Infy here. Infy is down. Gromzy has taken the kill here.
Oh my god, 2 on F.
But Pantsus and Scanter are both on F. Can Gromzy hold this off and wait for his teammates to get back? He can't. They are going to take objective F here.
Fucking civilian guy running there. I couldn't see anything.
I might be able to save E.
Moving back over to... sorry, very quickly. Moving back over to NIP's perspective here. They've just caught the spawn of Gromzy and Paper Duck. Gromzy is pushing in here, trying to get rid of one of them by granddading them.
It's important to remember that only objectives E and F are viable in this mission. Objectives G and H are fake in this mission, daring dudes.
Like I always say, F and E only.
Yes, remember to follow the alphabet in these fake objective missions.
Not E and F, sorry. Oh, I'm stupid. That was a brilliant play there by Amberwind, knocking out their teammate. I apologise, it was a very unfortunate...
Scanter whiffing his shots, Amberwind taking advantage of that.
Deary me. People are falling apart here. It's that fatigue setting in. It's that fatigue and pressure.
Another reset.
That fatigue and pressure are starting to settle in now. People are starting to whiff easy shots. They're making bad decisions. There's still 4 minutes 30 on the clock to just do one objective. NIP could get this. If they don't, we're seeing a second reset.
Gromsy trying to get a position on Cozy. Cozy's already dead.
Okay, I'm waiting.
Paper Duck tagged by Scanta. Scanta not able to get the kill here. Gromsy's back in his car.
Coming up at Scanta. Scanta's already dead. Gromsy's getting all his work done for him.
They're having difficulty here sealing the deal here. They need to make something happen.
Yeah, I'll spawn contacts. Okay. Fuck, it's so bad though.
Amber on me.
Scanta changing weapons from Scout, now changing to OCA.
It is a close quarter area. If they can lock it down, they will be able to make something happen here. But they have to be careful of someone lingering in the petrol station across the road, waiting to get shots on. Amberwind could go there.
If he once again with his Oscar. Definitely a force to be reckoned with.
Imphy with a good pick on Amberwind there. There was a good nade on Gromsy there. Slight tag.
Scanta coming up on Gromsy.
A good flank there by Scanta, utilising epinephrine to get back in position. He has been tagged.
Come in from east.
No, I'm dead.
Yeah, he's not running in.
Imphy taking up Paper Duck. That is a team wipe.
I don't know.
That is a team wipe now for 125. They've got the point. This is it. They've just got 2 deliveries to go. And they're on to the last stage.
Keep the momentum up.
It's a bad spot. It's another bad spot for NIP, but will they do anything with this? Scanta taking out Paper Duck. Gromsy floating around in the car. They're moving the item on foot rather than opting to go in a car. Gromsy just watching. Pantsus has been tagged. He just misses the run over.
Gromsy not sure what to do here.
Is going up. Well, Gromsy going after Imphy. Scanta picking up the kill after Gromsy kills Imphy.
Good attempt by Gromsy, but unfortunately Scanta came up on top.
Very admirable effort.
I don't know what.
Cozy is now free reign to drop the objective, and I think they have this now.
Not yet. They've only delivered 1 item out of 2. Pantsus managed to deliver the first one, but we don't know where the second one is. Amberwind is near the objective.
Respawn northwest.
No, yeah, it's going north. Pantsus going north. I'm pretty sure, I think.
It's going to spawn north.
I'm going to move over back to NIP to find out where the item is. Oh, the item's in a bad spot.
Yes, it is, and Scanta's taking a northern position. Gromsy seems to be attracted to Scanta. I really think Gromsy should take his chances and not burst Scanta. It hasn't gone well for him at all.
Pantsus getting a pick there. Here comes Scanta and Scanta versus Gromsy.
Scanta has not been a great enemy for you, Gromsy. Stop taking your fights against him.
And there's the team wipe for NIP. Once again, they've got the item. Here they go. This is it. Are we going to see the final stage, or are 125 going to get GG spawns?
Drive there.
Yeah, I'm driving.
Looks like we're going into the team deathmatch with NIP on the advantage.
But they have to be careful here. They'll want to secure the place first, or they could concede a death.
Paper Duck in an awful position right now, and along with Amberwind.
And this is it. Amberwind.
Amberwind making the best out of a
bad
situation. Amazing plays by Amberwind.
And 125 take the lead of the tedious deathmatch. This might be a reset now.
Advantage on 125. They are running away, heading towards double B. The NIP have no idea what's going on.
That was a fumble and a half by NIP. They had the opportunity there.
Never go for that in the open.
Would we be seeing anti-vehicle out in the about?
We are indeed. It looks like Scanta has picked up a DMR AV.
Jesus Christ! At 125 are on the other side of the map already.
They've gone to Africa.
They are heading to German Fortress.
Of course they are.
No way. We are the BM. Of course they're heading for German Fortress. What the hell?
Now, the thing is, they have to be careful about. Scanta is very good at these camp spots. He's good at Joshi's Castle. He'll be good at German Fortress.
He is from NA. They have, as we know, NA players have less propensity. NA players play more lame than EU players.
Well, okay.
We know this. Next thing we know, Scanta's gonna come out with perks just like all other NA players.
Well, hang on a minute. Let's see what they decide to do here. Scanta looking for a pick on Gromsy, looking for a pick on Paper Duck. He can't make it happen. The equip time on the DMR is really scuffing him here. He is on range though. He's at the perfect range to two-shot any of these players, but he just can't get an angle.
I'll go in the highway across north. Just run away.
NIP are just in such a horrible position right here.
Go
Everything
all
is in
125.
125.
All 125 hertz have to do now is just pick targets. That's all they need to do. Stay safe, pick targets, don't let NIP set up.
I have nitro in 30 seconds.
I'm
and
trying
then I
maybe.
can, then I can jump.
Paper duck hit
Skanta making
twice.
good hits on these enemies,
Yeah,
but there's
Paper
no
Duck hit
teammates
twice.
to finish off for them.
No one's.
They have DMR
Here comes
and stuff.
Amberwind. Amberwind getting a good hit there on Skanta.
Let's get more nades.
Skanta almost dead, and 125 are now trying to see if they can pick off Skanta here. It's an easy pick, and they get that
There's not
3-kill
much
lead.
time.
I'm ready, 5.
Gromzy making plays
I can
here.
help
He's being a bit aggressive.
wait.
Oh,
I'm not-
Gromzy pushing for Infi. Gromzy gets the kill. No, Paper Duck gets the
Gromzy's
kill.
pushing for Skanta now. Will we say some plays from Gromzy? Gromzy versus Skanta. Skanta usually wins these, but Gromzy's feeling a bit aggressive himself. Gromzy's feeling it. Skanta's pumping his epinephrine. Probably a bad play.
He might get out of this if he's okay. Whoa, this is close.
Gromzy, I
Oh,
don't think this
that
is
was
a play for you. Maybe you should pull back now.
No, but I was
You had the momentum on your side, but Skanta seems to have
See
regen.
if you can climb up in the middle here, bro.
That was close.
Yes.
But it doesn't matter.
Time to fall back, Gromzy. Time to fall back. Yes, you've made some great plays, but
Gromzy is 85,
still
but
have the
again, NIP are nowhere. None of the NIP teammates are there to support. They're getting hits, but they're not getting kills.
Skanta's in a really precarious position right
Potsu is in position to strike. He just needs his teammates to help.
now. Skanta throwing in long-range frags, probably hitting Paper Duck.
That was a good nade. That split them up a little bit. But is it enough? Can Potsu? Potsu has capitalized. He's got one.
Attack, 60 in.
Gromzy? Wanna go Gromzy somehow?
Got him.
Potsu's got it. This is close. 1 minute 20 on the clock. Gromzy's on his own.
Gromzy now worrying about his situation. Gromzy's now, oh,
Here
maybe
comes
I
the
made a mistake being on my own here.
Don't throw. They spawned east,
No, dude.
Oh my
Gromzy!
god!
Gromzy holding quad
Oh
like a
my
champ.
god! NIP just failing to make anything happen here. Potsu getting a kill on Paper Duck. It is close, but it's not going to be enough. Potsu getting another pick here. Is Potsu
Will
getting...
Potsu jump down? Will Potsu jump down into the gauntlet of Gromzy?
Gromzy has to get this kill. Paper Duck's on his own as well, but Potsu's in trouble because he could get...
Look at Gromzy. Look at Gromzy play right now. He's so excited. He really
Oh no!
he was too excited.
It's a tie! 30 seconds left on the clock. Paper Duck's on his own. Skanta's looking to capitalize here. I said that word
Skanta
again.
really wants this kill on Paper Duck. Look at him go. He's jumping
The
over.
red mist has descended. He's gotten in his car. That's not a good idea.
He's in his car. Potential draw.
16 seconds on the clock. Is that it? Oh no! Oh no! 10 seconds to go and the DMR AV has won it for NIP!
Absolute.
I don't
amazing,
believe it! NIP
amazing
at the
kill by
last
Skanta.
second!
DMR
Skanta!
AV.
Oh my
No one
god!
expected it. DMR AV.
Skanta with the clutch at the last second!
I'm telling you, he's an enigma pick. No one expects this from an NA star.
I
But
don't
here he is
believe
making
it!
inroads against EU players. They do
Ladies
not
and
know
gentlemen,
what to do.
you have your winner for tonight by 2 clear back-to-back wins. NIP in overtime take it against 125 hertz.
I have to say, MVP Skanta. He is really showing
Oh
up
my
this entire
god.
game.
I had to do something, man.
I didn't know it.
I'll show
I
you
think
that
a lot of people didn't expect it. Skanta has been the MVP for today.
I'm actually speechless. I am actually speechless. That was one of the closest matches I've ever seen.
He wouldn't have got that. He wouldn't have got that if it was anything but a DMR AV. If he had an Obeer, if he had a Scout,
Yeah.
nothing would have happened. But he
Absolutely.
had a DMR AV. An amazing pick. People don't expect this. NA players come out with these plays out of the box.
Unbelievable plays there by Skanta. But incredibly so, unbelievable plays by 125 hertz. No one expected them to get this far. No one expected them to take it this far.
And who expected it to come from a Wasp player? With all the stigma attached to Wasp, this is the man that came up on top for NIP.
The fucking BM. Oh my gosh. Unbelievable matches there. But what an incredible match to end on. NIP finally getting that 2-0, that 2-0 on
it's
NIP.
just crazy.
On
25.
On
All matches have been close. Even with the first one, Abstract and God Complex, every match was close.
Yeah.
And this one, every match was close. We did not expect it.
Absolutely. Just to update everyone on the standings here, here is what we've got. God Complex are through to the next round with a confident 4-1 victory over Abstract. We expected God Complex to win, but we didn't expect Abstract to get a win there at all.
I'm just sad. Like,
but
125 played amazingly. It's just, again, like, this was their first match. They played amazingly, but they're out.
Probably one of the best matches we'll see in this whole competition has just been played, and what a match it was.
If there is the next tournament, I would definitely have to bet on the 125. They may have lost this match, but they can learn from their mistakes, and they could definitely come back on top.
I mean, it was a very impressive showing, and I am very pleasantly surprised by their efforts. Very well played to 125 Hertz for making it as far as they did and putting, but they were in the lead at one point and really running away with it.
I thought they would have won it. Like,
yeah,
because it's like they had the momentum on their side, but I think NIP just had time on their side as well. They if things take too long, I mean, they took too long to pick a match. Everyone did.
There's going to be a few changes there, I'm sure, but oh my lord. I'm going to see if I can get at least the team captain in for a quick interview to just see what his thoughts are on the match. Because it'd be very interesting to hear it from his perspective. We did hear the team chat, but it's going to be a different story.
I just think it's important to take into consideration here that even though 125 Hertz lost, they played valiantly. They played amazingly.
Absolutely.
Like, give them the respect they deserve. We did not expect them. We did not expect them to get this far. They drew it, and they almost won. Every match was close, similar to Abstract, but they just played amazingly. It's definitely a shame. I wish they were in here for longer. They could have been even more amazing matches.
I'm honestly speechless. If there's anything 125 Hertz can take away with this, is that they can duke it out with the big names.
They have respect. They definitely have respect.
They may not go away with the victory, but they go away with the respect easily.
And Scanter is like, we did not expect this from Cozy and Infi. We know are great players, but Scanter certainly stepped up.
Yeah.
And it's shown off that NA is a force to be reckoned with, especially in the EU scene. We should not, like, it's easy to make fun out of NA, but this guy has really stepped up and has definitely shown us that North America has a great position within the APB scene.
Absolutely. And again, well played to every single team member there for that match. That was an incredible match. I've got Cozy in the chat. We might get raided again by other people. I'm hoping we can get a quick interview here, but we'll see if we can have a quick interview with him. We're in the CET Discord again, Shini.
Roger that. I'll see you there. Question is, will we get moving?
Well, I hope so.
You okay?
Well, hang on.
He's Cozy.
You did good, man. You did good.
Right, well,
all of you did good. That's very good.
We are here, ladies and gentlemen, with both team captains from 125 Hertz and NIP. I just want to say to both of you, that was one of the best matches I've ever seen in my entire life in APB. So well done to both of you.
We'll start. We don't get to see you. Gromsy, well played.
Thank you.
Really well played, man. That was incredible. I just want to start off with Cozy first, just to get it from kind of NIP's perspective. Going into this match, did you really? I mean, you heard what I'm sure you heard, kind of what the people's sort of opinion of this was going to be, which was a 4-0 sweep. Did you expect it to go anywhere remotely close to what we saw today?
Not at all, actually. Not at all. No. I was kind of worried about it happening, but I didn't expect it would last.
I started to worry about it as well.
Yeah, I thought it would be pretty easy for us, right? But yeah,
in the end, it just
didn't turn out that way.
It was a better match for everyone. I mean, you did come out on top.
It was really fun, though.
I think all of us enjoyed it, and especially for you, Grumsy. Your team was very good.
What I want
they play well. They play well.
What I want to know from you, Cozy, very quickly as well, is what changed? Because we saw you were 3-1 down. It was match point to 125 because you were losing those last stages. What was the big change that was made moving into that penultimate match?
I'm not sure, actually. I feel like in the beginning we respected them too much, right? And so we were maybe afraid of picking certain fights, right?
Okay.
And taking duels, maybe. I don't know. I feel like also playing under this much pressure, like we're not really used to it, right? And yeah, I think it's just, you know, less respect, dude. Just show no mercy, man. No fear, dude. You know.
We could definitely hear over the team chat near the end. People were starting to, well, not get heated specifically, but you know, they were starting to get into it a lot more, and there was a lot more focus involved. And I think,
oh yeah,
that was one of the things we noticed. Like, it was kind of yeah, we're gonna win this, whatever, and then, oh wait, shit, we're not winning this. So,
yeah, it was maybe in the beginning. It was maybe like, you know, we thought it would be super easy, but they actually, you know, they did put up a good fight actually, and yeah, maybe we just didn't have that focus in the beginning either. Yeah.
But
like later in the matches, and you know,
absolutely.
In the match.
But yeah, once again, congratulations, you guys. You're through to fight big drama boys. But let's not forget one of the men of the match, aside from Scanter, Grumsy. Well done for such an incredible match. Did you think it was going to go this way? Did you think you were going to get the one up on them early into the match, or did that change over time?
No, I mean, people were talking about us getting 4-0'd, so I think we did good. Yeah, we didn't have anything to lose, so we were just gonna have fun, and didn't go all the way, but it's fine.
Well, I think the community behind you, that we did expect you to lose, but you certainly put up a fight, and it's just really good play from you guys. I even though you lost, I think we're all like, you've earned the community respect.
Absolutely. Honestly, even for me coming into this, I thought it was going to be a 4-0 sweep. You started winning it, and I had no idea what the hell was going on anymore. So
we didn't know what to say.
Just like,
yeah, we got kind of surprised ourselves, to be honest.
Hang on, I meant to be rigging this.
You're quite a fan of Kempington, Grumsy, aren't you? So.
Oh yeah, I love Kempington.
Yeah.
It kind of felt so bad when he was talking about us getting screwed, man. So.
Yeah, but you
wanted to prove myself.
You proved me completely wrong, and I respect you for it, because that was an incredible showing from you, Amberwind, and the other guy.
Paper Duck. Yeah.
Paper Duck. That's it.
Paper Duck has played very well as well, but I have to say, Scanter probably was the man of the match the entire thing.
Yeah, he played really good.
I don't know. I'd honestly have to give it to Grumsy. If I'm being completely impartial here, I'd have to give
He did play surprisingly well. I didn't expect it, so you're right.
I mean, I know what Scanter can do. I wasn't expecting him to do that much, but you know, my opinion on Grumsy's been a bit biased due to previous encounters, which we won't go into.
Grumsy, yeah.
But I was not expecting that.
Stacked against him. But Scanter has been a reliably great player this entire match, but Grumsy did surprise everyone.
Absolutely. It'll be...
Make notice that he did surprise everyone.
It'll be an agree to disagree sort of situation here. And, you know, nobody's wrong in this regard. Both you and Scanter played exceptionally. I mean, it goes to everyone in the match, but
yeah, really.
The biggest surprises were both you and Scanter, and you both played exceptionally well given the circumstances. But yeah, we hope to see you again for the next tournament if there is one, and we wish you the best of luck for next time.
Yeah, thank you.
But yeah, thanks for the great games, guys, and
Well played, everyone.
absolutely well played.
Thank
NIP,
you.
get your well-deserved rest. You've got another difficult match coming up next.
Yeah.
As for God Complex, well, they're going to have to find out how good Patevis is. Friday Fahrenheit are going up against the Zwim team, and Sharp CO will be taking on Speed Tracker for the next round of Run the Streets CET. So we're just going to close things off here. I just want to say thank you to everyone who participated today. Thank you for the fantastic games. Shini, thank you very much for being the co-host today. You've been exceptional, so thank you very much for making this entertaining.
No problem.
Thank you to everyone in the chat for being here. I hope you've enjoyed the matches. And again, thank you to everyone in CET for making this a reality and making this happen. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is it from us today. But we will be seeing you shortly with the next 4 matches up and coming.